Lyric at your door.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga.
Alrighty, so good morning, folks. Good morning. Let me just go ahead and quickly address our comments section. The ones that are prompt, legit, I just got to give it up to y'all. I see Markeisha, I see Lisa, Harmony, Linda. Look, I can't name everybody. It's chunky in that bitch. And shout out to those of y'all that show up before we even start the show. I love when we got like the prep work, and then we actually can see the people that are waiting in line for the show to start. Even though I know we start on Black People Time, hallelujah, we blurs, baby. Ow. So, I just want to say big up to y'all. But we do have to discuss this movie that just dropped, doing life stuff, and having busy and real world things to do, and actually having a life. It's like some of us actually went and saw the movie. But we ain't gonna talk about we gonna put nobody on blast. So what we gonna do? Let's talk about our movie going, if we saw it, experience. Let's talk about whether or not we're feeling James Gunn and his new vision of Kal-El. Let's talk about whether or not this Superman measures up to our prior Superman, who frankly I still think, I don't know, I ain't gonna lie. We'll get into it. But yes, let's get all into that. So obviously this morning, you know what the Justice League did. The loop always gets me. So yes, the lead is, of course, Superman. And by the way, shout out to Hot Atlanta. I may or may not be there. I brought my crib with me, and I may be at a homeboy's house who may also have a green screen. And it may be hot as hell. And I may be also realizing that it was a good thing that I stopped having children when I did, because holy shit. I forgot how kids get. I want to depth talk about the fact that we did see Superman, yo. And I know, Yaz, I know you didn't get a chance to see it, but me and Ty, I think, actually saw. Now, Ty, I got to keep it real with you. I know your movie-going experiences aren't always pristine.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard that? Y'all didn't hear that, do you? They aren't always pristine. So what mode of what method of theater did you use to see Superman this time around, homeboy? Like, did you go to the theater? Tell me your experience before I tell you mine real quick.
Okay, so I did go to the theater, and you're absolutely correct. I usually don't have the greatest of experiences in the theater, but this one wasn't so bad. I think everybody was very respectful, and I appreciated that 100%. But I saw this movie in D-Box. I don't know if you know what D-Box is, but it's I don't know if it's been out, but it's new at my theater. It's more of an interactive experience. The seat kind of moves when there's any type of collisions or anything like that. At points when he would fly fast and stuff like that, you would feel rumbles and things like that. And for me, that was a welcoming experience. I really enjoyed it. I think it definitely added to the experience for sure.
Oh wow. Okay. So they call it 4D some places, but they call it what did you call it?
D-Box. That's what they call it. D-Box.
Experience. Can I talk about mine for one quick second? And I'm gonna have somebody co-sign with me when they get here in just a moment. But oh my God, this was literally probably the first time I went to a movie feeling the way that Ty does when he goes to see movies and bitches about movies. Okay, so I'm in the A, right? Hot Atlanta, ATLANTA. And we went to a movie theater, of course. Now, as you all know, the population in Atlanta, I think, is 60% Black. Okay, which I love, right? We love that. I'm in a neighborhood right now with affluent houses, and they're all predominantly Black. FAMU, Clark Atlanta, Spelman license plates. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
At the movie theater, though,
Mm.
Man, let me tell you, I went and got my tickets. We went up into the movies. We were sitting there watching it. Man, you don't just check people, right? Like this is what I do. I do the Jerry
Shit.
Seinfeld. I do the Jerry Seinfeld.
Shit.
Listen. I'm not saying you don't check them. You don't just check them. Like normally, I give like at least a warning. Like give them the. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they see you like. You gonna do this? What you doing right now? Okay, all right, no, okay. And then after that, it becomes eyes open wide, like nigga. You know what I'm saying? But before I even got to that, some OG dude in front of us turned around and was like, "Is that your phone? Can you shut it up?" And she's like, "I can't." He was like, "It's annoying. I don't know what to do. It won't stop. It won't stop." And then she frantically, she's sitting there trying to like turn it off, but it keeps making more noise. The more she tries to stop it, this is the movie theater. I was like, fuck. So she gets up and her husband, man, whoever it is, stays. Like he like, all right, well, fuck it, I ain't shit. I paid $18 for your shit. So you ain't shit. I'll tell you how it is, baby. At the end of it, she gets up and leaves. She's doing whatever. While she's leaving, there's a row of a family: father, 3 sons, daughter. Daughter don't give a fuck about the movie because she done laid her ass down. She took like 4 seats, laid them down, and I turn around and she is laying down, facing the seats. Like there's like, fuck, I don't know why you think this bullshit. No
Oh,
goddamn,
wow.
I'll do this goddamn comic book bullshit. But the sons, to their credit, were knowledgeable of Superman. Oh, that's Kal-El. That could be Pizarro. But they were loud as fuck throughout the whole. Like they were acting like they were watching it in their movie theater. Like, oh yeah, this is the part where I'm like, I just didn't. So literally, I had to get up and I had to move. I had to go to a whole nother set. Oh, in addition to that, a dude in front of us had his fucking. He kept using his flashlight during the movie. Like he's reading the menu or some shit. Like he's using a now you know a flashlight ain't shit when the lights is on. But when it's pitch black, bitch, in a movie theater, like that's all you see if you behind them. So yeah, I had a terrible movie going experience until I moved up a few seats and was able to finally see the movie. But this was the first time, like literally, I was in a movie theater and I was like, oh, that's what Ty be talking about. This is the shit that Ty is talking about. Like, this is why you don't want to go out. I, I cannot not, like deal like they're here. Like I can't just go to another movie. Now it's not always my experience, but that was my experience this time. And if Solo comes back at some point in time, if he stops by, I want him to kind of co-sign on that, man. But yeah, that was my unfortunate experience. As for the movie itself, are we feeling it? All right, now Yazzie, I'm gonna take you out of this one because I know you didn't necessarily. You're gonna be on the screen, but I'm just gonna put this up here so me and Ty, just to say whether or not I'm gonna take this down, bro, in 3, 2, 1. And we ain't talked about this yet. We ain't even spoke on this yet. So you just tell me when. Hey, okay. All right. So give me your reasons for giving it the thumbs up, man, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get a little bit more into it.
I mean, I guess I got to start with the supporting cast.
Okay.
I thought that everyone nailed it. I think, including Crypto, Mr. Terrific, uh, Lex, Eve, Jimmy, Lois. I could go on it. The supporting cast made this movie, and that's the truth. Superman was great. He's not the best Superman, but this movie was really good. I think James Gunn did what I think a lot of good directors do, and despite the fact of you having a star as your main character, I think a really good movie has a really good supporting cast, and I think this Superman movie had one of the best supporting casts I've seen in damn near any Superman. Christopher Reeves had a really good team around him with Gene Hackman and all of the
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, and we can go on and on. But I really feel good about this particular supporting cast. I think it was It was comical. It was soft-hearted. It was down to the costume. You know what I'm saying? When we got Henry Cavill as Man of Steel, the entire costume changed.
Yeah,
His costume got darker. Which I liked it. I'm not gonna sit here in
yeah,
front. I thought the costume change was needed and it definitely was an upgrade. But we're back to the traditional Christopher Reeve version of Superman. You know, back to the red and blue tights and you know the I'll save a squirrel if it's in
yo,
danger. You know what I'm saying? So you know, this version of Superman is like goody two shoes, Mr. Goody Goody Goody. This is why as a villain I can get it. I get it, Lex. I get it. He's just he makes you hate him. He's like such a fucking good guy. It's like I'm tired. I hate this guy. Like, how can anybody like it's a squirrel? Let the fucking squirrel die. Like, you know, like, it's
yeah.
like I, it's like some shit you're just like, all right. That like there were I did he's a great guy. Uh, but like it was like that was version was beat into our heads a little bit.
Yeah,
I know some people it will appeal to. Me, I was a little bit like, all right, we
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, the supporting cast did an excellent job. They really the iteration of of
Green
Mr.
Lantern,
Terrific. No, Mr. Terrific.
terrific. Oh yeah,
Mr. Terrific was done so well. If they would have done this version of Mr. Terrific in the CW, you know,
oh my God.
there would have been way more the fandom would have went crazy.
Oh yeah,
I was like straight
oh
up.
yeah.
So I mean, this dude is a genius. With some swag. And there was a
Hmm.
particular scene that we'll get to because I want you to get your opportunity to talk. But there's a scene in this movie, and I know you know what scene I'm talking about.
I
When
think
it
so. Yeah.
happened, I was I bust out laughing. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it in the movie theater, and I felt bad because I hate people that do that. I'll be like, God damn it, it ain't that funny, but it was that funny, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
so
Those people
so
see.
yeah, man. But go ahead, man. Let's see what you guys said.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna list the things that I loved about it, and then some of the things that I was like, all right, crypto is a hit. Crypto is a hit. All right, fuck what anybody's saying. I don't know if anybody talking down on crypto, but crypto was the shit, bro. Crypto was this is like, yo, I love this iteration of crypto and how he is not necessarily like a severe intelligent being. He's still a dog, but he's just hella strong. You know what I'm saying? I love that part about crypto. I cannot say enough about Mr. Terrific. You've already got into it. I think we'll get into it a little bit more. But oh my God, talk about redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like my dog had to go through all kind of dumb shit because of how he was depicted in the Marvel X-Men movie, and now he can come back and say and be something that's not only dope but it's also long lasting. And you know what I thought when I saw this tie, and I'll get back into my spiel after this. When I saw this, I was thinking, oh, James Gunn is James Gunning. He's James Gunning. He's doing the Marvel thing. All right. He's doing the Marvel thing. Because guess what? You know what we didn't see a lot of in Man of Steel? World build potential. All right. Because we didn't have a lot of comic characters in Man of Steel to build on. They tried to do it with Black Adam, you know, with Hawkman and all that other stuff. But in this one, as Ty alluded to earlier, he gets a full supportive cast of which you almost know for certain you are going to see them again. That's the James Gunn effect. Like the Mr. Terrific was phenomenal, yes, but I ain't gonna lie. My favorite character outside of Mr. Terrific was the Green Lantern, bro. Oh, that's not supposed to be you. It was the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern was so funny, dude. The dude, he made the movie for me. Nathan Fillion. Yo, it was the way they make when you make a superhero group that accepts their role and knows what it is, but they still assholes low key. I freaking love that, man. The Hawk Girl depiction was dope. I like the Lex Luthor. I still kind of like Jesse's version, but I know I'm alone in that. Um, but yeah, man, I just loved, and you could hear soundtrack wise the James Gunn influence. If you listen to the cadence of the speech, you could hear it. Like if you just watch Guardians of the Galaxy and Superman side by side, you can easily see where James Gunn's influence is prevalent. But storytelling wise, I liked it. I like the simplicity. Remember, Superman, if you look at the back of his baseball card, he's not highly intelligent like Bruce Wayne. He's not the most smart dude in the world. He's not MODOK. All right. I know that's Marvel, but he's strong and he's passionate. And that is relayed very well in this show. I also like the whole nature of Superman and Lois's relationship. I love that James Gunn was like, look, we've seen enough Superman movies. We know where he's from. We don't have to do all that. Let's start in the middle of some shit. All right. So I like that. What didn't I like about this? All right. There's a few things that I think didn't necessarily have to be there. And the biggest of those things is his draws. Why are we going back to the red Superman draws? I do not know. Can somebody help me understand why this is a thing? I thought one of the best parts about Superman with Zack Snyder and with the group before was that they finally found a way to get rid of his draws. That's that pause. To get rid of the red underwear thing. You know what I'm saying? It was so good. It's a bad look. Like, people don't dress like that. You know what I mean? Like the Superman that we had before with Henry Cavill, where they got rid of that and just made it blue all the way down. And he was just like jacked, and he was just like, "Yo, that was raw." This dude looks, I know that going for the, for the original Superman, but I don't like the underwear. I don't like the draws outside. It's not a good look, bro. I just don't like it. I don't think I'm ever gonna like it. Please, yes. What's up?
I think it's like more of like a wholesome, you know what I'm saying, trying to get back to simpler times, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and trying to embody, what basically Superman is about, you know what I mean? He's a farm kid, you know what I'm saying, that like has superpowers. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, like are super gadget, like Batman on a farm. So I mean, he's gonna be wearing his underwear outside of his tights in this situation. So that's just how his outfit looks. Don't be mad.
So I'm not necessarily mad at him. I get it, yeah. And you're right, yes. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like Superman with his boxers on outside of his tights. Like, that's so 1960s. And I figured I just loved how they got rid. Like, you know how hard Zack Snyder had to work to get rid of that bullshit. And James was like, "Fuck it, bro. Nah, we going back to the red draws, man. That's what the people want." Now there is a little article that was written where they did address this, and so I'd like to kind of give you guys. I'd like to read this for you real quick, if you don't mind, and then you can tell me if you and maybe this will add a little bit of maybe some context to why he is going back to that. So, in an article written in the periodical Game Rant by Catherine Martin. It says James Gunn approached Zack Snyder while working on his upcoming Superman movie to ask for advice about a particular element of the character's costume. All right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Zack Snyder played a significant role in the DC. So this is why, evidently, we have this new Superman that actually still wears his underwear on the outside of his clothes. Are you all feeling that as an explanation? Does that make sense? Is Superman less threatening to children with his underwear? Or does he become Captain Underpants as opposed to being Kal-El from Krypton? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what this is? Like, come on, man. I don't know.
It first of all, I don't know if they're in a box, they live in a box, but these kids nowadays, that ain't.
You just say these kids nowadays.
Yeah, these kids nowadays. I just went in the old man mode. But they're different. First of all, and the fact that he doesn't have draws on, like might offend somebody. I listen, at this point, that's like the least of my worries about whether he had draws on or didn't have draws on or whatever the case may be. it did it. What if it this? It doesn't matter. Like it really does. Like that's like a mute. It's like a mute thing. The whole thing about Superman is exactly what he said. You got this dude. This dude held up a building on all fours. Like yo, like I wasn't thinking, damn, this scene would be so much better if he didn't have drawers on. I wasn't thinking. I didn't think that at any moment. I didn't even. Wow, we're really having a conversation about this man's drawers. Nah, man. It doesn't. That doesn't bother me at all as much as the whole. Like I kind of was hoping there'd be a new take on Superman, like just because we've had so many iterations of him, and when it comes to comic book, there's so many different versions of Superman in comic books. So I was hoping that we kind of got away from the whole just. I get it, man. He's a great guy, but I feel like it was just too much, like to try to prove that he's a good guy. And one thing that I didn't like about this version of Superman, and I understand that this is still a fairly young Superman in terms of how long he's been at the Daily Planet. How long? Because I think in the beginning of the movie they said it was 3 years after he had come out and told people that like he was Superman or whatever. So this was still like fairly new, and I do like that aspect of it from James Gunn. Is I'm gonna build this Superman up. I'm gonna show you this version of him at this point where he's not so sure of himself, not so confident. And then I guess as the journey continues, we get a version of Superman that he grows into. But yeah, man, the draws, we got to get off that. The draws, I don't.
Yo, you making light of this, but this is a serious topic. The man has had a whole wardrobe change that involves his undergarments on the outside of his outfit in 2025, and nobody's making a big deal out of it. Everything else is advanced. Dude is running, he's flying around on drones. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Terrific is. This dude has a whole clone army based on Superman, but the dude dresses up like a dude who doesn't have a wardrobe and just has to put on whatever it is that's in front of him. And I just think that's interesting. All right, but anyway, I guess it's just me. Underwear. Don't reduce it to that, yo. It's not just the underwear; it's his whole outfit. Like, all right, whatever. You know what? I ain't gonna do it. All right.
You said his whole outfit. His whole outfit. So now the cape, everything, you got a problem with the whole outfit.
Well no. I mean, the draws is an accentuation of the outfit. Like, I mean, you can't.
He's wearing spandex. Do you want to see what's under the spandex?
Yes, he does. He does.
I don't want to see.
I just want to throw this out there. I know everyone's curious. He's wearing spandex. Do you want to see all that? You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. No, I do not.
Fist on hips and everything, just kind of like chest puffed out. You know what I mean? Like ready to go with no.
No, you're wilding. Those are not our only options, okay? And Ty, I ain't gonna sit here and let you try to act all brand new as if you wasn't singing the praises of Henry Cavill for so long. And one of the things that Henry Cavill brought to the table, at least Zack Snyder did with his uniform design, was a completely new look for Superman. And they just said, "Fuck that look." Is all I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's not just about him wearing drawers. I mean, it's just such an old school look, man. It just I don't know. It's just so I don't know. I know I'm making a lot of it that don't need to be made of it. It's just so weird to me. But anyway.
Well, Vince, I'm not saying that they're saying fuck it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this version of this Superman, as opposed to the Henry Cavill version of Superman, you have a more aged Superman for whatever reason in Man of Steel, because it's not like it was like that far ahead of this Superman. Like when we see Henry Cavill in Man of Steel, we see him land. You know what I'm saying? We see all we don't. They don't show us the childhood. You know what I'm saying? This is a grown man, this is a grown man Superman. This nigga knows what he's gonna do, knows who he's gonna listen to, knows this version of Superman is like a 23, 24. I'm not saying that's how old he is. I'm just saying
He's in
in
his 30s,
terms
bro.
of, listen to what I'm saying. In terms of his maturity level, we're talking about a 20-something-year-old Superman, because this is a Superman who was not sure of himself, who is not confident in himself, who has not already established himself as Superman. This guy is still needing to give advice and needing to lean on people to tell him how to be Superman, is what I'm saying. Like every day he wakes up, his inspiration was his parents, congratulating him on making it to Earth in some language. Which why did they not use subtitles right there? I was like, why are we hearing them in Kryptonian and with dialect and we don't know what the hell they saying? We don't like easily, but the robots are like, well, they're saying this and that. Like,
yeah, it's authentic.
Whatever. Anyway, so I do think that this iteration of Superman is intended, just like the iteration of Batman in Matt Reeves' universe, which are intended to be the versions of them that have not established themselves yet as superheroes. So that's why you got Pattinson over here driving a regular car, and you know what I'm saying, and with some some little upgrades and everything like that, and you're looking like, what's up with the Batmobile? Why does it look like that? Because this dude just realized that he needed a Batmobile, and hasn't had Lucius come in and do everything that he needs to do to it. Same thing for Superman. You're getting Superman just like, I'm just learning to be a Superman. My parents taught me how to be a good person, and I know how to do that. But juggling all of these things and doing this, one of the biggest things he said in the conversation with Lois was, they were gonna die. Like,
yeah.
Like he's like, they were gonna die though. Like it doesn't matter, but they were gonna die. Like it's like you don't. She's literally explaining to you the way diplomacy works.
Yeah.
And all you can do is
I would say that was one of my favorite parts. That was one of my favorite parts of this iteration, was the inability for Superman to kind of understand the complexities of international affairs when it pertains to like countries, and just simplifying it, being like, no, there's a bullet, it's going into person, I'm just going to stop it. He's like, no, but you can't stop that bullet because you don't have clearance to go in that airspace. It's like airspace. There's a bullet that's gonna go into, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he just takes it down to a level of simplicity. It's like, nah, man, there is no, this, that, their country borders. No, they about to kill people, and I stop people from dying. That's my job, and I love that aspect of it. Just, he's a simple dude. Look, I was raised on a country farm where they'd made these country Kansas folks even more country than they've ever been in any iteration of any Superman ever. It's almost like they from Mississippi or Alabama and not even Kansas, but they definitely sound like they from Kansas. And they taught him, oh yes, son, you just got to come up and help people. Just stop them from dying and keep them from getting killed. And then everything in the world's going to be just fine. Because this government don't care about you, little Clark. And I like that. He's just a simple dude. 3 rules. Don't let people die. Don't let nothing happen to the people you love. All right? And just use your powers for good. But they're like, well, good, that's subjective. You might go kill these people, but the people that you killed were actually going to kill somebody. It's like, it's not always that easy. And delving into those complexities, I thought was one of the things that I loved about this. All right. Not as much as the draws. The draws part, we got to You don't. Look, we don't need look. It's not popping. All right. It's just I don't want to do it up here. You know what I'm saying? Who got on some apple bottom an apple bottom Superman outfit? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what are we doing? I'm sorry. It's just me. It's just me. All right. Sorry. Another thing that I really liked. I loved, and you're talking about how they should have did the thing and translated and made it subtitles. No, we want to. Well, maybe subtitles if you want to see them on the screen. But I'm glad that they did give Kryptonians a different language and didn't expect people from hundreds of light years away to speak English. You know what I'm saying? That's good psychobabble. I'm glad that they did that. So that was good for me. What didn't we like? And you tell me, Ty, I need your help explaining this because we're gonna skip forward a little bit, guys, and don't go too far because we're also going to compare Supermen with other Supermen to rate them and see which are the best amongst them all. But here's introducing Supergirl.
What? What did you just say? You said about Supergirl. What?
What was the point of Supergirl?
Why introduce Supergirl to us?
Oh, that's easy.
After already introducing us to her, now I guess we now have to accept the other Supergirl as another timeline Supergirl because now we have two Supergirls in the DCU.
Well, first of all, that version of Supergirl was in the Flash movie, which was before James Gunn. It was done before James Gunn. So I don't think any of that that exists in this timeline, or that because there is no more there is no more Ben Affleck. There is no more. So I think all of those kind of got scraped, unfortunately for her, because when I saw Millie Alcott on screen as Supergirl, I was immediately like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they know something that I don't. I do know that Millie Alcott does have acting chops. We've seen her on House of Dragon. So we know that she has the capabilities. But I also am like, I realize that is his version of a post credit. But it's inside the movie, which was kind of weird because the post credits were garbage. I was like, we waited all this for that. I was like, well, I mean, but yeah, all right. We being honest, but yeah, I don't. Outside of her probably having a series or something in the works, that was just his, just letting us know that she is a part of the universe that he's in. So cool, whatever. I do love the fact that they did, in fact, mention the fact that she loves to be off planet. So I like that. She goes where they have red suns because you can't get drunk. Yes. And I was like, oh, okay. So she's out here just wilding. She's just out here wilding with all those powers. But more importantly, it gives me, because you did mention world building, right? Yes. So let's talk about some of the things that let's talk about what we assume. Let's talk about assuming that the version of the person that he fights in the movie is Bizarro. Let's say for the sake of argument that is Bizarro. That's the introduction of Bizarro. We know that guy, that version of him is a clone. We also know that version of him is not right. Which leads me to believe that may very well be Bizarro, and he just went somewhere in the which kind of So that part, and then corn farm, and on a farm, maybe like with a very small town capacity and all of that. This may be, because I was like, it wasn't me, and maybe you could dive in on this one. did the parents not seem like they was maybe on the spectrum a little bit? Like I'm not. Look, listen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I read it wrong. But Pops was giving strong spectrum vibes, and I was like, when he dropped some science on him and everything, I was like, all right, Dad, all right, cool. But I couldn't get past I couldn't get. Like he was like Paul, talk to Paul, Mom and Paul, and then when he got there, he was laying in the bed. He was like, Mom, Paul. I was like, you sound retarded. Like,
oh man,
look, listen, and I'm gonna say why though, because I felt like it was so disingenuous. It was like trying to sound like you're back home. We all do it. You're from St. Louis. I'm from Jersey. When we go home, we put on that accent like we ain't never left. We ain't never left home. Soon as we pull up, soon as you cross over into St. Louis, everything in you, her, hey, we always, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? You like any other time Vince says her here. Let's go over here. Yes. As soon as he goes to say like we over her, you know what I'm saying? Over her, like I'm about to go get my hair did. Like, hey babe, you want to go to the hair salon? You know what I'm saying? Go up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Babe, just use the stairs.
Yo, come on. Yo.
That's the truth though. It's the truth though.
It happens. It does happen. I mean, let's keep it real, man. Like I've seen it happen. Like my mom is from a little city called Albany, Georgia. All right, it's the south part. It's like an hour from the border of Florida. And whenever we go, like my mom, she's a teacher, and she's very educated. When she goes, you're like, man, child, ain't nobody worried about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get back around your home core, like you revert back to who you were when you was there, because that's how you relate. That's how you are around your people. So I get that. And so it is funny to think about a Kansas City bred Clark Kent at the Daily Planet. Like, hey, well, what we worried about today here, goddamn, because shit, like, we ain't really got much to write about out here. I would not be mad at James Gunn giving Superman the crazy freaking Larry the Cable Guy accent. Yo, come on, man. And yo, how come they don't got no family? Like, yo, the Clarks are so isolated. They live in the middle of a cornfield. I guess they can't reproduce. They don't got no brothers, sisters, no family, no what the heck? Like, where do they go to get food at? Like, I ain't never seen no animals. They only grow corn. Like, but I love it was so clearly evident that James Gunn, when they had their little writers meeting, was like, okay, go ahead, let's go ahead and read the lines. Let's read the lines. You have your table read. Well, Clark is actually no. More Kansas. Well, Clark is no. More Kansas. We didn't give me a little more Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess Clark, that's yes, that's what we looking for. We want country bumpkins in this motherfucker. The Squidbillies to be on this bitch. We want them coming straight out of Appalachia, like for real. And so you should be a country motherfucker with red draws outside of his outfit. Like that's the Superman that we're rooting for right now. Okay, can we please?
Hold on 1 second, Vince. Hold on. Because Monty's in the chat. What's up, Monty?
Monty, hey! What's up, Monty?
He said, in Reeves Superman parents, kids were old people. Monty, we're not disputing the old part. That's not. Listen, the old part is always going to be the case. We have no problem with that. This was making it seem as though they were a little slow. Like this wasn't. Like, and look, listen. I 100% respect my elders and love old people. Miss my grandmother, but but this was different. This was different. Monty, if you ain't seen the movie, go see the movie. This was different. This was more like, you ever seen Sling Blade? The Pops was giving Sling Blade vibes. He was giving. He was giving Sling Blade vibes. I was like, what's about to happen? Like,
No.
I never wanted to see Kevin Costner on screen so bad. I was like,
yeah.
Like, just bring back Kevin Costner. Like,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Where's Kevin Costner? Right?
Yo, we on the same page on this one because
Yes.
I mean, not the whole Spectrum thing, but just but just with being like, oh my God, Kevin Costner was he was so much better of a kid. Like that, and I'm not gonna lie. That's why I hope once we get into our debate over what was the best Superman and maybe even what was the best Superman movie, like I have to say that I don't know if Kevin Costner got his flowers for depicting George Kent. George Kent? Is it George Kent?
I don't
think
know.
It's George Kent, right?
I don't know if it's George,
It might be
but
George.
it's Jonathan. It's Jonathan.
Jonathan Kent. Okay. He I ain't gonna lie. Like that was probably one of the best depictions, and not only that, Russell Crowe too. Like Russell Crowe being like Jor-El.
Jor-El.
Like the Man of Steel, I still hold in high regard. I fuck what y'all say. I still hold Man of Steel up there. And you know what? I'll say it. I still think it's the best Superman movie, even after seeing this one. I think this is a good reintroduction. I do. But that freaking Man of Steel, man, even though they didn't have the cast that gives you the world build, like Superman was conflicted. This was the first time in a movie that he actually killed somebody. Like it wasn't like, oh, oops, my bad. I left the rock to drop on you. No, he physically used his eyes and killed freaking Zod. You know what I'm saying? And that was how the movie ended. How the movie ended. You know what I'm saying? Like with him having to finally.
That wasn't how he killed Zod, though. Remember, he snapped his neck.
I'm sorry, snapped his neck. He snapped his neck. Sorry. My bad. Thanks for the fact check. But yeah. So then when we fast forward and now we went from Kevin Costner to the dude from I forget what movie that was, but he was in a movie. Where his eyes he moved his eyes around a lot.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
But yeah, going from Kevin Costner to whoever this guy, it was definitely. Now the mom, I love the mom. The mom, she kind of reminded me of you remember the Watchmen? Remember Watchmen?
Yes,
remember Rorschach in the Watchmen? Like Rorschach's accent in the Watchmen was kind of like this too. Like, yeah, well, sometimes you just got to do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, listen, Clark and Paul was so happy to see that you actually made it through all of the adversity that you did. And I'm like, well, hold up, why are y'all still on the farm? Your son is Superman.
They did a Vince, they did a disservice. They really honestly did a disservice in terms of how they depicted Martha and Jonathan. Because one of the things that from every series and every movie, there's been a consistent Martha and Jonathan where there's a scene or a few scenes where they speak to Clark in a way that it makes you teary-eyed. Like because it always comes from this really, really good place. And then you hear the advice and you're like, dang, that's real motherly and fatherly advice. That's real good sound advice. And I feel you in that moment. When his dad dropped the gems that he dropped to be good. But I was like, this is coming from you. I don't know, Paul. Paul, we might have to talk about your past, Paul. Like, what were you doing before I got here?
How we know your parents wasn't cousins?
Yeah, we don't know. You and mom kind of resemble each other.
You sure you and mom you ain't sisters?
So that part was a little bit disturbing in that regard. Like, I was like, why are they? Because even when she was talking to I remember my grandmother when she first got her cell phone, and she wouldn't use all of the features because she didn't know how to use it. All she used to know how to do was answer it. Like, so she never knew how to use any of the other features, just knew how to answer the phone. And that scene where she's talking to him on speakerphone, but she's putting her face.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
I was like, now that makes sense. But then when I just started seeing them as a unit, as a family unit, side by side, I was just like, oh, it's something very odd about these
Yo,
two.
you so bad.
I can't pinpoint it, but there's something going on here. And it you know, at that point. Yes, at that point, I was like, now, why is Clark not sound like this? I think it would have been actually better if if he had a little country twang to him. A little country twang. Cool. Like we haven't seen this version of Superman that has a little country twang to him. He's from Kansas.
Well, first of all, I don't know if it was Harmony or whoever, one of our favorite commenters in the comments said, but let's not pretend like he was in there talking like he wasn't talking like he was like, like Jay-Z or he's not like, I mean, so we out here, we down here in Metropolis, you know what I'm saying? We outside. Like he was just talking like New Yorkers. A lot of them in Yaz, I'm sure you can attest to this. Yaz stayed in New York, but she doesn't sound like Yaz has New York roots. And she sounds like the Florida bumpkin. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like, so, I mean, it happens sometimes. I like I said, I'm a St. Louis dude. A few weeks ago, when I was back there ordering emos, getting my fried rice and all of that, I was like, hey, man, come on, Herbert. I live in Florida. You know what I'm saying? But I would be interested to see if Kansas people get offended by the depiction of Kansas folk as blithering idiots. as people, like, is he trying to say that people in Kansas are not intelligent enough to know to hold the phone away from our face or that's just a whole thing? I'm going down a whole thing.
Hey, yo, Johnny hold on.
Here, let me put this.
I saw that. And absolutely not, Johnny. That is
a good point. That is true. This is true. I agree with him on this.
You can agree all you want, but I've lived down south a long time, and regardless of you going to school, because there's educated people. My wife is educated. She went to college, got a PhD, all of that. She's still country, and not just country, but where she lives. There's a specific dialect that they got called Geechee Gullah. Geechee Gullah. Yeah, that is South Carolina. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So all of her people are educated and went to school. That they still have a Geechee Gullah accent because this is where they derive from. This is where they were born and raised. Just like I'm educated. I'm from New Jersey. Marty, I talk like this, so
this is how you talk.
I talk. So I'm sorry. Turn your volume down. That's all I can say.
Like, do you know? Have you ever been tired?
Yeah, that's how I talk. But anyway, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that people do. If that's cool, if that's how you grew up and you don't sound like the people that you raised you, that's fine. But a lot of people that were raised by certain, especially coming from a deep hit, like if you came from like say Kentucky or Louisiana would be perfect because they have their own dialect. And when you come from Louisiana, you could be educated and still say.
Let me stop you right quick. You stop because I feel like you're coming at him because he said he grew up in school, but I don't think that's what he's trying to say.
It's not me coming at him. Okay, first of all,
responding.
It's me responding to what he said. I don't agree with it at all because I know that I've been around these people in this section that speak differently. So Kansas, I'm not from Kansas. I don't know how they speak in Kansas, but apparently to James Gunn, they all sound like Ma and Paul.
You got the Kansas part right. Listen, it's like this is very accurate. That's all. I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, for Johnny Doe, let's go back to his comment if I can find it. This is. I agree with you, and let me tell you why. All right. It's no secret. I'm not a sports fan. I'm a baseball fan. All right. And there's a guy in time keeping you on here for a reason. There's a guy in no, that's a terrible example. was gonna use Tatis or Guerrero because they didn't grow up in the Dominican, but they still sound Dominican. All right, my wife. I'll make it personal. My wife, all right, is born in Kingston, Jamaica. All right. However, when she was about 6 or 7, she moved to New York. Her family, they do the thing, because Jamaicans, Caribbean folks, they go from one island to Manhattan Island. That's just how it goes. Long Island, they go from island, they like islands. But then she moved from there to overseas work because her families work for the United Nations. So she lived in like Mozambique, Ivory Coast, Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying? Syria, a lot of different places. So when you hear her talk versus how her parents talk, who still sound like they're in Jamaica, it, in my opinion, is because she was around a lot of other influential characters in her life that did have an impact on her vernacular and her speech and what she says and how she speaks. She can still, whenever she wants to, revert right back to you and doesn't go say, yo, what going over here, son? But her primary dominant voice is not in the same spirit as her parents' voice. It sounds like the people, like my man was saying, that she went to school with. You know what I'm saying? And I think that happens to a lot of people. Like New Yorkers, they move down south, and then their kids.
You're describing two different things though, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. What both of you are describing is someone who's been in a different environment. What I'm describing is Clark, who grew up in Smallville and went to school in Smallville and graduated in Smallville. So none of what you're saying is like,
All right.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, there's a good point there. That's a good point. All right, but let's also look at all right, who plays Ant-Man?
The actor?
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is from Kansas City. Does he sound like he's from Kansas City? When you hear Paul Rudd in Ant-Man, does he give you East Kansas City? But I bet you he can when he wants to, but he sounds like LA now because he's been in LA for so long. But he was born, bred, raised, high school, all that in Kansas. And these things happen. Like sometimes you alleviate. Brad, it was in this movie.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, all right, is a New Yorker, right? Oh, my favorite example, Bruce Springsteen. Your own hometown guy, New Jersey. The dude sounds like he's from Alabama. He sounds like he's from freaking Mississippi when he talks. All I'm saying is that what your upbringing is and how you brought up.
Bruce doesn't sound like he's from.
Yes, the fuck he does. Freaking Bruce
absolutely doesn't sound like he's from Mississippi.
This is.
I mean, no. Okay. All right. I think you think everybody that comes from New York sounds like me, or New Jersey sounds like me. Yeah. Because he definitely, when he does interviews, he doesn't sound like he's from Mississippi.
No. But when he sings, he puts on that Mississippi accent, boy. Well, I was born in a small town. Over in a small town. Nigga, nobody sound like that in New Jersey. Nigga, like you the same place as Aerosmith. Get the fuck out of here, man. But anyway, but Bati says yes, it's okay to adapt to surroundings. No kids. No. Oh, what's up, Solo? Come on in. Come on in, Solo. I thought the kids was trying to come
No kids.
Push the door, man. Push the door. I thought they was trying to get back in, man. All right. Yeah. All right. So we spoiled. Well, Yaz told us it was okay. Just so you know, we always start the show with a meeting and we say, here's what we want to talk about. Can we talk about it? I don't know. And Yaz was like, look, it don't matter. Go ahead, spoil it for me. I wouldn't do it otherwise. You rolling up? Yes. Hey, yo, man, hold on. Can you real quick? All right, so I got my homeboy in here, man. You finally in here. We made it. And no, not yet. Oh, okay. So, yo, real quick, let me go ahead. Let me see if I can you fit in this? Can you fit in there? I don't know if it's. Yeah, he's probably the only. You're gonna start from the chest up. Yeah, I don't know if. All right. Now, welcome to
Solo. Before you
he can't hear you. He can't hear you. Hold on. Let me take.
Man.
Hold on. Here you go. All right, go ahead. Say it again.
Solo. Before you get too close to that man, like he don't like men that wear underwear. So I just hope. Look. He's been talking about what he has against men that wear underwear, and so
their clothes. Yes. And if you did it too, I would talk to you about it.
I did watch it. I was watching him. That's it's about sticking to the classic and the action that people got. They didn't care they had Underworld. Nobody cared.
But but this, come on, man, look at this. This you can't tell me that looks just as dope as this. Come on, man. I mean, the colors is cool, but yo, this looks like the Man of Steel, and this looks like Superman.
And that looks like Superman. You're correct. You are correct. The first one is the Man of Steel.
Yeah.
The Man of Steel poster. No drones.
I am Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
I guarantee you this, that Superman get more love than the Man of Steel.
What? You think this one is better than? You know what? I think you're probably right.
It's more a good. It's a very good Superman movie. I mean, if you're expecting glory and kill and murder and all that stuff, it's not gonna happen. That's not a real Superman movie.
All right. Let's talk. Enough of that. Can we talk about our movie going experience?
It was great.
All right. So first of all, I got to tell y'all. All right. Let me go ahead and put him on screen so I can see how they react. Solo is he has an endless stomach. All right. Like we went and we ordered. All right. So he was like, "Y'all got hot dogs?" He's like, "Yeah." All right, let me get two of them. All right. And you're like, "Well, you want the combo?" "Yeah, go ahead. I'll take the combo." Yeah. All right, you got the cheese? Yeah, we got the cheese. All right, let me get the cheese. Okay. All right, you know what? Go ahead and throw the nachos in too. So I'm like, hold on, man, you gonna eat 2 nachos and the cheese? Yeah. Let me get some more cheese. Y'all got the icy. Let me get an icy. I want an icy thing too. Icy, a drink, nachos, 2 hot dogs.
Don't forget the
Candy. I say, Solo, you are not gonna eat all that. What? Oh, you don't know me, man. You don't know me, nigga, man. Hey, did this nigga leave with any of that? I mean, like, was any of it left? Not a nan, nada. It is all consumed, and we left from there and got lunch. Yo, I didn't finish. I had, you know me, I got my nacho combo. Shout out to AMC for bringing the good cheese back. Hallelujah. Had my little strawberry lemonade. Didn't even finish it. Had my little candy that came with it, which I didn't finish until this morning. All right, because you know that's how I get down. We come back to the crib and the wife then made a full course meal and they're looking at us angry like, "Why y'all ain't eat?" We like, "Man, he just had he ate the whole thing too." But anyway,
hey, happy wife, happy life. Let me explain something. Yeah. She know, and he don't come home and eat that food. Oh, it's a problem.
Oh yeah.
But what I will say, we had a few issues in the actual theater.
Please speak on it, please, because I tried to tell him about this.
Well, there was some people talking. It was more than just them.
Yes.
There was a lot of people talking.
Yes.
It looked like we sat in the talking section. I mean, it was just like that, Ty. It was like, hey, yo, you would want to fight. You would want to fight.
It was
they were just, every time something happened, "Man, did you see that shit?"
Like they was the only ones in the theater.
And the other dude be like, "Man, I wouldn't do that shit if he would have tried that shit." And there's another lady on the phone like, "You know what?" She was like, "I tried to going on around here."
Yo, and then remember when the lady was trying to use her flashlight?
Oh, some lady used a
flashlight
flashlight on everybody. With the flashlight, big, what's wrong with you? She put the flashlight on us.
Yo, the funniest part though was the interaction between the lady whose phone wouldn't stop. Her
and
phone.
The old guy.
He turned around and was like, "Man, you mind that shit?" He was like, "I can't. That's how my phone works." She's like, "Well, it's annoying."
It's annoying. It was going.
Yo, I want to ask Ty this real quick. So, Ty, if you was in the movies with Amy, right, and Amy's phone kept going off, what would you do?
Tell her to leave.
All right, so what Ty would do? What would you do, Ty?
Yeah, I'd probably be like, "Yeah, babe, I'll turn it off. Like, just turn it off." Like,
okay. So if she wouldn't turn it off and it wouldn't cut off and it kept doing it, what do you do at that point?
"Oh, you gotta go."
Okay.
Like real talk, like and look, and my wife know me. I wouldn't even have to get to that point my wife knows that I like to watch my movies a certain type of way. So if it started to she would excuse herself. It wouldn't be me telling her, bye, and you gotta go. She would just be like, "All right, my phone's fucking up. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go put it in the car."
I have a true story. Listen, I have a true story, guy. My actual wife We went to see
My actual wife.
yeah, the actual one. We went to see Black Panther. Okay, we went to see Black Panther, and I had explained to her. I said, "Look, don't fuck up my Black Panther." I told her and my son and the rest of them, "You fuck it up, I'm gonna have a problem."
Yeah.
She's like, I think he's like 2. She bring him in, and he gonna be quiet. Yo, he turning out the place, right?
Yeah.
I say, fuck it. I take him, fuck the movie. I had to go back to the movie. I take him outside. She's like, what are you doing? We outside. I'm not gonna fuck up these people's movie.
Come on, man.
Because he wilding and I'm his parent and he talking through the whole movie. Daddy, I wanna go get the daddy. Daddy, I gotta go pee. Daddy, it's too dark in here. I said, nigga, you know what? I said, fuck the movie. I took him, Black Panther. I took him and went behind the car. And she said, why you do that? I said, I'll come back another day. Fuck the ticket. I told the people gave us, it was real nice because the people gave us our refund on the tickets.
Nice.
Because they could tell.
Yeah.
He was off the hook. And he's a baby, so he's 2 years old. So I'm going to blame him to stay there for 2 hours and don't do nothing.
Yeah. And
well, you know the thing about that. You know the thing about that, Solo.
What you said, Si?
You know the thing about that, Solo. It is, first of all, kudos to you for having the wherewithal to make that decision to take your child out. There's a lot of people that ain't doing that. There's a lot of people that ain't doing that. First of all, I'm of the mind of don't bring your child, your infant child, to a movie. Period.
Yes.
That's just first of all, they didn't ask to see it. They didn't ask to see it. They don't care. They like a child's attention span does not. A movie is way too long for a child's attention span. I have kids that are older than 2, that are older than 2 at this point, and they still cannot go and sit their ass still in a movie for a whole entire movie. It doesn't matter if it's a kids movie, if it's the movie they want to see. Probably 30 to 45 minutes into that movie, they are already like, oh, Dad, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to.
I got a follow-up question. I got a follow-up question. Okay, so your wife's phone won't stop, and at this point, somebody is annoyed. Another grown man turns and says to your wife while you're sitting next to her, "Can you cut that off, please?" What's your response? Now this is difficult, right? Because you know she's in the wrong, but at the same time, that's still your baby. Like you ain't finna talk to. I don't give a fuck if she wrong or not, my nigga. Oh, you messing with my background.
To pull it into the side a little bit. Oh, there we go. It's shaking. That is a tough one, Vince, because I am of the same mind that if somebody is making you uncomfortable, say something. So I probably, now me being me, despite it being his wife's phone, I would have said something to the man. That's just me. I'd have been like, look, man, can you get your lady, can you handle that, please? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm usually gonna go to the source in that situation. I'd rather go to the man. But I can't fault somebody for speaking on it. In that moment, as long as you're not disrespectful with it,
right?
Then I'd have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just like, hey, can you handle that? Because that's really annoying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay with that. As long as you're not, look, bitch. Yeah. As long as you're not getting disrespectful and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Then, but again, my wife is conscious enough to understand the situation. So if her phone, she can't cut it off and she has no means, my wife is gonna leave just because we're respectful of other people in that regard. And that's what I said. There's a lot of people that are not respectful of other people's space or other people's time or other people's
I'm glad my wife don't watch this.
Yeah,
I'm just glad my wife don't watch this because I'm just so agreeable with Ty, like with Ty, and she be like, She wouldn't give a fuck if I was on her side. She was like, so you gonna let him just say,
Yeah.
you just gonna let him say it like that?
Yeah.
I mean, but Ty, you don't win. Men never win. It don't matter how. Even when we win, we really lost.
All right. Well, you about to take it to another level.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, say you in the movie theater, right? Say you in the movie theater, right? Just give me hypothetical. We got a woman on the show. She can verify this and tell if I'm lying. You in the movie theater. You want to enjoy the movie. You want to have a good time. You just with your wife.
It's my fault.
And she on the phone. And she constantly getting on the phone. And somebody is you want to say something to her. But somebody else say something. Now you actually want him, you thankful that he said, hey man, why don't you turn that shit down? Why don't you turn that shit? But you gotta defend her. You gotta defend her because that's your woman. But you really were like, man, I really want this bitch to shut up. Hey. Don't say the right shit to my wife. I don't want that shit.
Oh man.
I have some follow-up questions.
When you right
for not being proper in the movie theater and keeping her noise all up. She know damn well she not supposed to have her noise all up like that, disturbing all of these people. Like, come on, sir, don't tell her the right thing to do. Now, come on. Nah, I think Ty's right. Like, it is a matter of respect to an extent. Like, if you come like, excuse me, like, you know, would you mind not? All right. But if you're like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm like, yo, who the fuck? Like, I don't like your tone. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We can handle this like some gentlemen, or you could take this.
I ain't doing all that. I'm not fighting for it. So I made it sure. Oh no, I'm saying that 100. Now that's real talk.
He's doubling down on it too. He's doubling down.
Hell no. Look, I'm 58 years old. I've been fighting for every woman I've been with. Hey, listen. They're fighting for. So why I'm gonna entertain it? Bitch, you argue with this nigga? You better be ready to fight this nigga. I'm gonna be in the car going home talking about.
Now we know.
You almost had him. If you had just
Bobby Weed. I told you. You can't get mad at me. I told you. Don't look for me.
Oh, man.
I just realized I don't think I really properly. All right, so some of y'all may not know. But this is my homeboy, Solo Jones. Google him, all right? DET, Comic View, Def Jam, all that good stuff, man. Still currently out there doing this thing. A regular at Uptown Comedy Club right here. Out there. Because, you know, everybody don't last that long. Let's keep it real.
I ain't last that long. These people don't know me.
Everybody don't make it from the Comic View days.
Yeah, I can't find a young folk that know what Comic View is. They be like, what is that?
Yeah. So
what's Def Jam?
Comic View, Def Jam is what? That's the stand-up comedy I came up on. Yeah, you remember Def Jam? Were you around for? Yeah. See, Jazz ain't but like 20 years old, and she know Def Jam, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not that young. Stop your bullshit.
See how I shot that out there, right?
She looks 20.
Yeah, she looks 20.
Yeah, she knows like 19.
If she know Def Jam, she ain't 20.
Yeah. So
Def Jams.
Yeah. So Solo's allowed. Now, when I go out of town, normally I stay at a hotel where I can go do my own business. But Solo convinced me to come over here. Is let me use his Batmobile. It's been real fun. He didn't tell me about the kids that was going to rob me on site, but it is what it is. But hey, here we are, and it's actually been a pretty pleasant experience. And I showed y'all the cave before. And this is working out, man. So appreciate you, man. Go ahead and roll up because we got things to inhale once this is done. But let's go ahead and get done with the Superman chat because there's other things to discuss as well. I just want to go ahead and head over to.
Hey, there was one more thing. I wanted to bring up too about Superman.
Okay.
I want to give one particular actor his flowers because
thanks.
This man is getting them checks. He is the true definition of double dipping. He has been around for a long time, and now people are really starting to take notice to this guy. He has had 2 major roles, one in this DC movie and one in a Marvel movie, all in the same year. Can we give our flowers to one Mr. Wendell Pierce? Mr. Perry White.
Oh,
Mr. Yes.
Well done. Well done.
Wendell Pierce is playing Perry White in this joint in the DC universe, and is playing. I don't know what his character's name. I know he's a senator, but he just played like a senator
I thought he was the
on
deadly.
Thunder. No. He just played a senator on Thunderbolt.
Oh, okay.
On
Yes.
Thunderbolt, on the Thunderbolts movie, where he was the guy that was trying to bring down old girl. What's her name? The one that's played by Louise Dreyfus.
Valentine.
Valentine. Yeah. He was trying to bring her down. So if you looked at him and you was like, yo, he looks familiar, it's because he's out here working. That's why he looks familiar. This man is in a Marvel movie and a DC movie all in the same year. Shout outs to Wendell Pierce. This man is working.
He was also blackballed for a while. He spoke about it. I saw that. He had went on a show and talked about police or brutality. And then Hollywood didn't want to hire him for a while, so he talked about it. All of a sudden,
well, sometimes you got to speak up.
And also shout out to them for keeping him black, because in Man of Steel, he was Lawrence Fishburne. Remember?
Lawrence
Fishburne. So and we don't see the whole backlash they're taking all the characters about him, right? So I actually am happy that you did that, man. That's a big deal. Damn. Oh yeah. Oh for real. Kira, don't worry.
And you didn't talk about the other major black change that nobody's talking about. Otis is a whole black man in this movie. Oh no, y'all don't know who Otis is?
Apparently not.
Oh, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Otis. I'll take you back, and this will show. In Christopher Reeve's Superman, Gene Hackman has a dude, this little chubby dude named Otis, that is his sidekick, dude that does all of that, and I used to love that version of Otis. Well, we got Otis in this, and it's a black man. Otis is played by a black guy. I don't know his. Let me see what his name is.
Yeah. I saw you talking about, but yeah, I mean, let's not pretend like like that role.
Terrence Rosemore. But nah.
Let's give him. You gotta give him.
No. And listen. It's a fair discussion, because it seems as though this is the discussion that likes to be had a lot of times when characters are switched from white to black or black to white or whatever the case may be.
Woman to man.
Or woman to man, you know what I'm saying? It is a thing. And I'm just here to say that it doesn't really, when it comes down to having these discussions, I understand why people want to have these discussions and everything like that. But I think Otis and Perry, regardless of whether they were white or black, we just wanted to see them get done right. And I think Perry was Perry as Wendell. Uh-oh. That sounded very choppy.
That's
That's
on his end.
That's on my end.
That's on my end. You was about to get into there's an Eve in the movie. Was there
Eve Smocker?
Is it me or you guys sound weird?
Oh, is it me? Oh, you can't hear me yet?
We can hear you. You just sound weird.
Can you hear me? These back in. Maybe that's what it was.
I don't think it's him. I think it's all of us.
Oh no. Transformers now. Does it sound cool?
Yes, I thought it was me.
I thought it was me.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad.
Is it me?
Oh, it was just them. It was just them.
Hey, I'm a leave.
Oh. Yo, so
How
Vince
did that happen?
Vince just got sucked into the rift. So
Cybernet's like, I'm taking over this bitch. It's
it's just us now. So listen, y'all are gonna hang out with these blurs until Vince gets his situation back under control. But yes, I know you didn't get a chance to really see the movie yet. And I really can't wait to hear what you got to say about the movie once you see it.
Okay.
But I know that now you're good. You're good. Hey. You're good. You're back, man. You're good, man. You're back, man.
Hey. As long as she watches something like that, man.
Yeah.
Start watching.
Well, listen. I want to get off the Superman thing. I knew whenever something new pops, we definitely want to give it its just due.
What I say, you got the fan on you there?
Well, I'm a sweater. I sweat. Smoke. Yeah, I want to smoke, but I mean, I'm still okay. Yo, hold up, man. You got me. Yo, calm down. Let me finish the holy shit, yo. All right. The other two things. Oh shit. Looks like we just lost a heap of folks. Where was it from? We on YouTube. Okay, YouTube still blast. Twitch is still on blast.
Everything should still be on blast. I think
we just lost me on Facebook for some reason. Yeah. But no worries. Lisa, no, you did not. It's been years. It's been years. It's been years. I had any issues with the internet.
It was about that time, Lisa. It was about that time.
Brand new.
It is.
To get rid of
it is about that time.
Years, Lisa. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. We put the time with this shit. So the other two things I didn't like that we'll get off of it is I did not like the squirrel saving. Talk about it if you want. It was dumb. It was dumb. It was stupid. It was unnecessary. It was not. It was stupid. It was stupid.
No, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke, Solo. It was a clear attempt to show you. It was a clear attempt to show you that his goodness is not.
Has no boundaries.
It has no ends. Like he would say, if there's an ant that might get squashed, he might be like,
nah, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Like, since when is Superman a member of PETA? Like, since when is he like? Does he out there? Is he saving all the whales in the like? What the fuck does he do? Because if I ain't mistaken, he had a meal. Does he eat meat? Are you? What are we doing, Superman? What are we doing?
I get why he did it. I just don't like that he did it. He did it because the core at Superman's core, it is the value that he has for human life and life all around, which is why he won't kill or is not intended to kill. He has to. You remember he killed Zod. To protect.
It was such a hard decision.
Hold on. He killed Zod in Man of Steel to protect human life.
Good point.
Zod was like, Zod realized Zod was like, you know what, you'll never be, you're weak because you value them. You know what I'm saying? They're ants. They're like, no. And boom, and Zod was like, I'll kill them all.
Yeah.
he was like, no.
Yeah.
You have to get so mad. It's like, so you're gonna kill him. and into Zod. This is so crazy. And because that scene, when it happened, I was just like, I literally smacked my head. I was like, come on, yes, like this is. I was like, we get it.
I was so annoyed.
Get it. He's a good guy.
Bro.
Like,
when he saved the girl, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You save the girl like you did in this trailer. That's what we're doing. We're saving farm animals. You're a farmer. You grew up on a farm. Did you save any of them cows that y'all was killing out there? Did you save any of those motherfuckers? Did you save any of them chickens that I'm sure y'all had for Thanksgiving? Like, come on, bro. Like, it just went a little extra for me, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I know that there is a whole vibe for folks who don't want anything to happen to animals, and I get that. I'm sort of in that ilk, even though I do believe that there is still a food chain. And nobody gets mad at animals for eating other animals, but that's a whole other subject. I had this conversation with Preacher Lawson a long time ago. It didn't go well, but yeah, Preacher don't play by his animals, man. Hey, they feel the same way we feel. I'm like, okay, well, they eat the same way we eat too. And I ain't never heard you jump in the way of a shark trying to eat a manatee, you know. But anyway, yeah, you might be. I don't know, maybe. All right, so I hated the squirrel scene. Hated. Full eye roll, outside the body eye roll. Like, come on, man. This like you use CGI on that thing. Get the fuck out of here. But what I loved, and I'm gonna say it again, and we'll spend this last minute on it, and then we got to get on the foundation and everything else. I fucking no, you're not doing that right now. Like for real. Like, would you like something to eat? I would mind, yeah, but you got to order it like right now, like we live and shit. You know what I'm saying? You I mean, yeah, but. All right, whatever. You got me regular. All right, okay, yeah, okay, you're right. I'm regular. You're right. It's true. Yes, oh hell yeah, I want something from Burger King. Fuck yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like regular. People go through this.
I want 2 Hershey cream pies, and that's it. Oh, hold up, and
you don't want no fish sandwich.
Nah, I don't eat like y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like, yeah, just 2 Hershey cream sandwiches, pie sundaes, and a large. They probably sweet tea, I guess.
Yeah, oh, snap. I would like that. Yeah, give me the combo.
Just order that nigga some diabetes. Just order him just a fresh batch of diabetes. Yeah, nigga, you ordered nigga, it is 11.
I'm not gonna eat it right now.
Before noon, and you all you ordered was some cream pie and some sweet tea. Like
I like what I like.
Nothing nutritious whatsoever on
Burger King. What the fuck is nutritious? This is not TNT. Like what the fuck? We're going to Burger King. Either I get the sugar or I get the sugar. Like it's either high cholesterol or diabetes. Those are the 2 options you get at Burger King, bro. I don't know why you try to act like we're not going to a vegan restaurant.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let me throw this out there real quick. Last thing, and I've already hinted at this, is how much I love this Green Lantern introduction. I know it's not Hal Jordan, and I know it's not John Stewart, but yo, them bringing in his name just escaped me. Which one is it again?
This is
Guy. Yeah, Guy. Bringing in Guy as the gum chewing. Yeah, we're here to save you. You're so lucky and such type guy. Yo, it's brilliant. It is fucking brilliant. It's one of the best parts about this movie, if I could keep it honest. Like, cause you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you will be seeing him again. Like, and not only that, this might have been how James Gunn introduced the Lantern Corps into the DCU just now, low key, without you even realizing it. Like, it was that seamless. And now when we get Hal, when we get John, we've already been familiar with the concept of the Green Lantern Corps. We've already been familiar with the concept of what the ring can do. Did you see him throwing up the middle fingers and shit? Did you see him throwing the middle fingers?
Now that was epic. That was epic. It gave in that moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was 100% giving me Deadpool vibes. Yeah. Like when like that. That was like that middle finger, like the, you know what I'm saying? Like it could have multiple layers to that meaning of that. We don't know who we're not saying that it's directed at you, Marvel, but it could be. It could be. It could be.
Is it just me, or did DC go straight over to the boys and steal the noir from the boys? Like, this is literally noir. Like, how did nobody in the whole studio saw?
No, they said that.
They just literally. Look, Serenity. All of our lit nerds in the comics who have read all the Superman comics, because I did not. Is this a comic book character? What's going on, Michael?
Yes. I think it was either Serenity or Harmony, but one of them mentioned that because they did say his name in the movie as Ultraman. And They did say Ultraman. And
They
she
did,
said
you're right.
it's from a comic book, so he's from Earth 3, I think, or something like that. But
Right.
But he looks just like Noir, like literally all the way to the mouth being completely black to not seeing any eyes.
well,
Like,
yeah,
like,
the costume, the costume,
pulls
it
off.
looks.
It's a direct bite. James, you got to be better than this, bro. What's going on? But anyway, all right. So enough of that. We definitely all saw Superman. Well, we 2/3 of us, 3/4 of us saw Superman, and I think that we're giving it the nod. Let's go ahead and do this, Ty. So you know our ratings, bro. Is this a rush out to see it? Is this a matinee? Is it a Netflix? Is it a scripted?
I wouldn't necessarily say you have to rush out to see it. If I were to score it, if you were to ask me to score it from a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a strong 7.
Okay, strong. Wow, 7.
That's harsh, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I give it a strong 7. I give it a strong 7.
Strong 7. All right, I'm gonna go over that. I'm gonna say that it is worth your money. That it's a theater. I would say matinee, not prime time. You're okay. It's for your own sanity. And I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a solid 80. Not 8D, but an 8. So that's a 7 and an 8. What say you, homeboy? What you give it out of 1 out of 10? And would you recommend that anybody else run out?
I give it an A+. I mean, 8.5.
You say on a scale on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an A+.
No, but I give it an 8.5 because the simple fact is I want to give it a 9, but it likes a couple things. I did like the squirrel. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That was so stupid.
Squirrel, hey, save it. You ain't never seen nobody save a squirrel in no movie.
Yes, and there's a reason, because they're squirrels. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they deserve to live, but I mean, somebody while he was saving that squirrel was dying.
Superman. I'm glad.
If I'm Superman and you're a squirrel,
nigga, I'd be a
you need to
like it was just too much. It was just by that point it was too much. Like think about what he had done right before that. Like he literally had saved people that were inside of a building from getting on fire. He had saved another people that was in a building from a building falling on them, and then he looks back, and each time it was like they concentrated on showing this. So it was like when he do it, he would turn around and look at everybody. Is everybody alive? Okay, good. We nobody died. Okay, good. So let me go over here. Oh, is everybody okay? We're okay, Superman. All right. Oh, I did good. Like Superman, there's somebody died. Like there was a whole building that fell, that got ripped apart in the middle of it. Somebody died, Superman. And if your whole thing is like I'm taking score, oh, I hope these movies don't get any more dangerous. Because right now you're not batting 1,000. You're not batting 1,000, sir.
It's not like he's the cause of these problems, though. But what was your
but it's just the way he reacts to them. It's the reaction to them is what I'm saying, which is why we have such a problem with him saving the squirrel, is because you're doing too much, bro. Like you saved the country in the beginning of the movie. You proved it. You proved everything you need. You save a country, you're good for the rest of your life. Nobody's out here just saving a country by themselves. Nobody's doing that.
Am I ready to believe that when Superman gets bit by a mosquito, that he goes, "Uh-oh, little mosquito, I'm sorry. Did you get the blood you needed for your pregnant children in your belly?" Okay,
that must be a powerful ass mosquito to go through.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Am I to believe that there's a farm somewhere or there's like a butcher shop where Superman shows up and like uses his eye beams? Is like, not today, moo cow. You know, you're all free. You're all free. Come on, like I just don't see it.
Hey, listen. In the movie, Superman said that he got to go get Crypto because Crypto gonna eat all. I mean, he gonna kill
He did say something like
all the cows on his farm. So even Superman know he trying to save everybody. Y'all don't get it. He was like, "Look, man, I gotta get back to the farm because Crypto gonna kill every cow on the farm."
Yo,
old girl did kill somebody.
Yeah. The hot girl killed old boy. I thought that was too much too. I didn't like that scene. I thought that scene was a little.
Hey, yo, you know who that? You know, Hawk Girl is played by the same girl that was on The Last of Us with Ellie.
That's what I thought. I thought it was either the girl. It was either the Last of Us girl or it was the Dora girl, and it maybe both.
Well, they might. I think they're both the same people. Honestly. But yeah. The I don't know her name. Yeah. Oh, Yaz doesn't watch The Last of Us.
The question is,
I don't know her name.
No. The question is, in my opinion. All right, I forgot.
Would you watch it again? Would you?
Would I watch what again? Would I watch what again?
I would absolutely watch it again.
That's why I say
we got to get.
I will say this. I will say this real quick because me and Vince did talk about this a little bit. I would say that how you watch it does make a difference. Vince watched it in standard format. I watched it in D-Box. I think Anthony watched it in IMAX. I think each experience has its own reward. And so if you are going to see it multiple times, I would suggest trying it in a different format each time if that's what you're going to do, and then see if your experience is the same. My D-Box experience was fun. I enjoyed being thrown into the movie at times because it felt like I was doing what Superman was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's an experience that a lot of people will enjoy. But the IMAX experience is its own reward. It's a huge screen. And you get to be enveloped by Superman. And then, you know, the standard format is the standard format. 3D might also be an option. So, you know, check out your movie theater, see what they are.
Yeah, not mad at that, man. Well, good stuff, guys. Thanks for helping us break down this Superman concept. Let's not talking about F1. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is go ahead and go out and see it. We want to check with the comments in a little bit. May go a tiny bit over our 2-hour mark today since we do have a special guest. But let's go ahead and move this thing forward. As you know, in addition to Superman being on our watch list, the other big thing on our watch list this week was the groundbreaking debut of season 3 of Foundation. And if you're not watching Foundation, you're going to learn today. You are going to hold on. What did you just say? Something, Solo?
You're going to learn today.
Yeah, but did you watch Foundation?
Yes.
What? Do you really?
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Sometimes he asks me stuff and I be like, come on, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were.
I mean, you all caught up, Solo? You don't watch
all caught up though. I'm not all caught up though because I've been having people at the house and stuff. But normally when I'm in my office chilling, I catch up on everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the new season of Doom come out. The new one.
You don't watch Foundation's coming.
Yeah.
But Foundation, I can catch up on Foundation right after y'all get off this thing.
Catch up for what? I thought you said you watched it.
No, I watched it. But I didn't watch all of them.
Okay. What's your favorite? What do you like about Foundation?
What I like about Foundation is it gives you the sci-fi experience. It reminds me of Doom. I don't know what everybody else thinks. It reminds me of Doom. That's the reason I checked it out. That's the reason I wanted to get an idea. A lot of other people are deep in it. I'm fairly because I just honestly wanted to check it out and started watching it. And I'll give me time, and I'll be a historian on that motherfucker.
Well, Solo, you'll be glad to hear that Foundation is the foundation from which all of those movies, the Dunes, the Star Wars, and so on and so forth.
Man, it reminded me of that. It's like because only reason I watched it wasn't because of any one of y'all. I literally liked the trailer. And I was like, well, shit, I'll watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that would caught my interest in it. Y'all strong in it. And it reminded me of Doom. So that Doom, man, I love that shit, dog. I love that shit, dog.
You got any favorite characters? You got anybody that you like off the show? Any favorite characters off the Foundation?
I like the girl. I think she makes me want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And she fine.
Can we be more specific?
Yeah, that's about it.
What girl are you talking about? There's more than one.
The lead girl.
You talking about Gail?
Picture her.
Okay, all right.
That's Gail.
Okay.
Her name is Gail Solo.
Yeah, you know.
Gail. That's her name.
Like I said, she struck my interest.
Okay.
Okay.
She struck
All right. Well, listen, Yazzie, I understand you've had a chance to get caught back up, reacclimated to the Foundation saga. What all did you do in preparation? Did you rewatch season 1 going all the way back up to season 3? Or I mean, I know you're not completely caught up, but like what's your journey looking like?
So I watched from season 2 and I caught up from there. Just because I wanted to like kind of remember what was going on with, you know, the hierarchy, with Foundation, and with, you know, the mule, and with what the hell was going on with Gail, because there's so much. I feel like the first season is a little hard to digest at first if you're going to watch it. So Solo, good luck getting past certain episodes in the first, you know, like the first season. It's hard to watch because and I can say this because my husband was like, hey, I'm really interested in this show that you guys been watching and it's coming back on. And I was like, what, Foundation? And he was like, yeah. So I tried to get him to start watching it from the first episode, and we got to like maybe the second episode, and he's like, we're only on the second episode, this shit is dry. So yeah, so I mean, like I totally understand, you know, like it's a very analytical show. It makes you think a lot, and it has a lot of layers. And if you're not paying attention, you could miss something, and you'll have to go back and watch another 45 minutes and figure out what you missed. So, I mean, honestly, it's one of those shows that I love because of how in depth it goes into everything. It goes into the hierarchy of the empire and basically how it was set up and how it's going to be broken down, basically. And, you know, the most important thing is how Harry Seldon and Gail's role kind of pivots around everything literally that happens in this show, good and bad, with the rise and the fall of empire. So it's very interesting watch. I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying watching the second season because I'm understanding, you know, why the choices that Harry made and why Gail ended up in certain positions that she was in because of what happened, you know, with her lover and the whole, you know, shit that happened with, you know, Harry dying and the first Foundation and how all that came to play. So I don't want to ruin it too much, you know, for viewers like Solo who are just jumping on the train, but just know it's one of those things that like it starts off a little bit slow, but as you keep going, you're like you're in it and you're stuck, and it's a really great story. I'm just getting into the third season, so I haven't really gotten to figure out what's going on just yet, but basically Empire has fallen. We know secrets that have come out to play, and we know that some of the Empire actual people are not actual Leon the First. They've been tainted. The bloodline has been tainted, and we get to see where it's been tainted, how it's been tainted, and what steps going forward that they're having to take because of you know, Empire not being a whole unit like they were supposed to. So I don't know. This show is really awesome. I'm definitely excited to dive into season 3, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about it too.
Let me ask you a question. How does it lead into Doom?
What? It doesn't lead into
Foundation.
Oh, man. Okay, so Solo, let me clarify something real quick. So
I couldn't understand it.
Hold on.
So
this show is a premise for Dune. So like it's similar in like the hierarchy and how there's different levels, and you know what I'm saying? Like it has similarities, but it's not the exact same show. They're different, completely different shows.
Well, yeah. Well, Yaz is saying, well, yeah, the light, yeah, because we're past time. But what Yaz is saying is that Foundation is a foundational portion of the idea that became Doom, the idea that became Star Wars. The ideas, like a lot of the things that we salivate over, you know what I'm saying, because we love those projects so much, they derived from this as source material. I mean, they literally use a version of dust in this. I mean, spice in this, right? Yeah. Right, Ty? Like they're using a fucking. I almost spoiled it. Can I spoil it?
No, don't.
Hold on.
Trying to spoil.
No. No,
I can't. Yeah, I can't even.
no.
I can't even say that. I can't
No,
even say that.
no.
Well, listen. There are some. I mean, oh my God, when y'all get into the season foundation, when you get into season 3, there's no way if you're a Star Wars fan that you won't be able to be like, oh my God, this is Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? This is Star Wars. Are you serious? But then you realize this came out before Star Wars, and then you start saying, well, learn me more, little man. Learn me more. And so, yes, I know you probably got to get up out of here in a little bit. And I'm so all right. Full disclosure, can I just be upfront and honest with everybody? All right, I'm gonna keep it real. Not right now. Let me second. All right, yes. We knew Yaz didn't see Superman, so we said we're gonna talk a little bit about it. And then we're gonna talk about other stuff. And Yaz was like, go ahead, spoil it. Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. We was like, all right, cool. So it was like, yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about it, but then we're gonna move right on. It's been 90, it's been like 100 minutes on Superman, and now Yaz gotta go, and it's all my fault. But
it's okay.
Sometimes that's how it happens, man. Sometimes you gotta feel the spirit, and then you just kind of move on whatever energy. Today it was a Superman vibe. So yes, I'm sorry we're gonna lose you here in a little bit, but I cannot thank you enough.
The good thing is about that though, Vince, is that it gives our audience time to catch up. And
True.
That way next week we can dive into Foundation, and no one in the comments will be like, no, don't spoil it. They'll be like, fuck yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about, Vince. The fucking parallels are there. Holy shit.
True. Yeah, but I did at least, yes, hope to be able to get like an idea of where we are now, like because you got all the way up to the finale of season 2. So I'm gonna keep it real. It's a complex show. It's not. Yeah. Look for the chat, for the gang. This is not a. This is I would say, not for everybody. It's an acquired taste, if you will. It's heavy on science fiction. If you're one of those people who watch and you're like, I don't understand, I don't know what that word means, then this might hurt your head a little bit. But if you just focus on just the story alone, if you can get through the first few episodes, which is hella complex, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of time jumps, a lot of shit, and a lot of different galaxies. But the concept, can we at least give the basis? Yes, I know you got to go. So if you got to chirp, you know what I'm saying, you got to get a chirp. But let me leave you with this on Foundation, okay? Imagine a vast portion of the galaxy that has decided that over time, we've learned that people serve best when they're ruled. Mm-hmm. So what we best do is just create a ruler that can extend throughout multiple generations. So what they do is they make a person into multiple beings. All right. They basically make him a younger version of himself. And when he grows into middle version of himself, they clone him and make another younger version of himself. Yep. And when middle version grows into older version and younger version grows into middle version, they make new version and they have a name for each of them. The youngest is called Dawn.
No.
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn. Dawn is the youngest. You're right.
Right? The middle one is Day because that's the middle of the day. And the final one is called Dusk because that's when the sun sets. Thank you, sir. All right. So they extend rule throughout this portion of the galaxy for generations. I mean, Ty, jump in, correct me if I'm wrong. Thousands of years.
400.
Thousands of years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is thousands because we jumped multiple times.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's thousands now. Yeah, like where we're at now. Yeah.
And they have a trusty sidekick that is an artificial intelligent robot that manages them throughout all of these years. She keeps the memories. She tells you what your your predecessors did. But comes this prophetic being who has figured out a way using this little device as to calculate what's going to happen in the future. And he ultimately uses this device and can determine that the portion of the galaxy, the universe to some people, will end if certain events happen. And his purpose is to create a foundation outside of this to sit back and watch all that happen. And that's what Foundation kind of is. It's elaborate. I'm not gonna lie, it is not for the layman. If you like just to have your food unseasoned without having to worry about anything complex in it, fine and dandy. But this is one of them things where multiple watches will do you justice. However, I will completely understand if you're like, yo, I tried and it just ain't for me.
Well, one thing, Vince, real quick, also is it has the pleasure and the ability to be on Apple TV, and for those who watch Silo and Severance and you know all of the Ted Lassos, and know that the quality of Apple TV shows is very, very high. Like they do spend a lot of money on making sure whatever they put out looks good. You know, C is another one. If you've never seen C is a really good series on Apple TV. This though is what Star Wars fans wanted in Star Wars. This is what Star Trek fans wanted in Star Trek. This is what this I say all of that to say this is what perfection or almost near perfection looks like when you're trying to write a science fiction flick. Like one of the things that Vince is into is space, and they even go into what happens when you go too fast in space and what happens when you know what I'm saying, like what it looks like when you know something ruptures in space and then somebody gets sucked out into space. It all of it is really done very, very well and at a very high level. So even if you're not a person who is enthralled by story, but you're more of a visual person, this is gonna be something that you're gonna want to check out.
Yeah. Co-sign wholeheartedly. I will say though, it is not basic. It does. I'm not gonna lie. I get lost when I watch it. Sometimes I have to watch it multiple times. But we're gonna go ahead and let Yazzie get on up out of here and give her a pleasant bid adieu. Thank you for joining us today, Yazzie. Any words on the way out, right quick?
I'm sad I have to go now, but it's okay. Big love. I'll see y'all next week. All right. Y'all kill the rest of your conversation. And yeah, y'all better get ready because we're talking about foundation next week. So I don't want to hear any crying in the comments.
Hello.
Good talk.
Hello.
What's up? Thanks, Yazzie. Yazzie, my favorite. Appreciate you for always pulling up, homie, since day one. And we're going to go ahead and let Yazzie get back to work because she do work very hard all the time. And we're going to let her do what she do. I was gonna talk about Sandman a little bit,
but you don't want to talk about it a little bit.
My battery light already, you know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't. I don't think that it's.
When will y'all talk about the Fantastic Four?
You clearly don't watch. You don't watch. So you don't fuck with us. Is what you're basically saying? Because like we've talked about Fantastic Four, like we. Multiple times. It's all good. Whatever.
I don't fuck with him. I've been begging to be on this.
That is true. That is true.
My house to be on this.
That's part of the agreement. You want to use my shit. You want to use my shit. I'm gonna be on the show this time, nigga.
You my house, nigga. I'm on the
show. I'm on the show.
All right, hold on. We ain't gonna leave yet. Let's just use the last few minutes. Let's talk to the comments. Let's talk to the chat real quick, man. We sincerely appreciate y'all for being here. What y'all talk about out there, man? All right.
Oh man, we had some really solid stuff in it. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to where you was this. You know what? I ain't gonna call you out, but it's always good. It's always good to see Kira.
Room full of blurs.
What's some of the comments that I missed? Okay, so Silo and Severance is peak. I wasn't a Severance fan. I know we talk about when Ty was going through all of the Apple shows. I didn't like Severance, and I know everybody loves it.
How far did you get into it?
I got halfway through season 2, and I liked it better in season 2. I got a feeling when I finish it, I'm gonna be like, all right, it wasn't that bad, but it's still kind of like show about work and going to work and not remembering that I was at work. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of a big episode of Greatest American. Oh, come on, yo! What you know about the Greatest American Hero, man? I thought that they were gonna reboot that, bro. You know, remember? Hello,
I watched that.
Believe it or not. Come on, what?
Oh, yeah.
He got these powers. He learned how to fly. He wasn't super strong. He wasn't super smart. He just was a regular dude who could fly, and he sucked at landing. He could never land.
Yeah, I do remember that.
They would try. He would land, and then he would go like, he would always crash into some shit, bro. That shit. I need that shit right now. Give me Ashton Kutcher as the Greatest American Hero in a Netflix 8-episode special where a dude just learns how to fly, and that's all. But everybody thinks he's a superhero. He's like, no, dude, I can just fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not jumping in front of no bullet. You know, but at the same time, I think he did have powers. I think he did.
Yeah, I was about to say he ultimately had super strength too. He got strong. Yeah, he just. But yeah, you're right. When he first got his powers, he was like all through the air. He didn't know how to land.
He's trying to land. He's like, you don't know how to, bro. That's genius. That, you know what? Better than that. Oh, ooh, could they?
They've done that though. They've done that. They've done that. They've done it. They did it actually well. And I can't think of the name right now, but oh my God, it's they did it well. It was this movie. Ooh, and it's bothering me right now too. The dude that plays in Wu-Tang Saga, the one that plays RZA, he was in a movie where like he had got this power, like he like electric with the electricity or something.
No, like, you're talking about. I know. I think it was something. It was called. And it wasn't a power actually. Like, he learned how to make this thing where he had like a magnetic arm type thing, and it was a great show. It was a great movie.
Yes, it was, and I can't think of the name of it right now, man. Oh man,
you're right. Yeah, speaking of not remembering, let me go ahead, pass that shit right quick. Yeah, I see it. I got you. I should have. I hate it when I don't order food, then I see other people food. I'm like, damn, I should have ordered food. But yeah, man. I'll take a Whopper. Yeah, my man. See, he thinking with my lungs. That's my dog right there, man. You know I'm gonna be.
Oh man, look at that.
Whopper commercial. I don't give a fuck.
Man.
This portion of today's New Blurred Order show has been brought to you by Whopper and Burger King. Have it your motherfucking way, baby. All right, let's go ahead and do it. I need my money. I needs my money, Burger King.
Oh man.
But all right. So a little bit of first of all, Gen X, thank you for pulling up. Thanks for reminding us. But can you stop screaming at us? Like, do you have all caps? Like, just is it locked on your screen or like on your phone?
Laverne and Shirley.
Why are you screaming at us?
Laverne and Shirley.
Lower your pace a little bit. But you make it like, Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah. So
I can imagine this dude he's saying all of this from his rocking chair. I remember Archie Bunker. Those were the days.
Archie.
Yeah, Archie. All right. Well, anyway, so a little bit about this because I can't go as far as you did, but can we at least like maybe catch up people to who are not familiar with, and this will be our last little topic because we did say we was going to talk about it, and I do have it in the thing. So the Sandman did drop. I'm not finished with it. The whole Netflix thing is now live and direct. So everybody, feel free to go watch the whole. How many episodes? What, 8, 9, 10 episodes? Something like that.
Yeah. So that the whole season hasn't come out yet. They did the first. They did the first half of the season. Okay. And then I guess the other half of the season will come out at a later date. I don't know that date, whatever that date is. But This one was a little bit more. I think the first season I wasn't sure what was what was up, and then in this season I think it made it a lot more clear to me, especially after we had Nali on last week, and she basically let me know that the guy who directed this is also the guy that directed American Gods, and then it made 100% sense at that point. And so this is definitely another one of those American God type deals where you're just dealing with deities and you're dealing with all different religions and cultures of deities. And it kind of came to a head in this season 2. I think some of the most relatable and most notable deities is Thor, Odin, Loki. They all pull up in season 2. And then you have an assortment of other deities from other cultural beliefs and things like that. So this it's so far it's watchable. It I wouldn't I think the thing that for Sandman is the visuals. The visuals are really, really, really nice and really beautiful and all of that. And I think the story does follow a lot of what you if you follow Greek mythology, it does follow Greek mythology a lot more than maybe some of the other cultural religions and deities, but it definitely does follow a lot of the Greek mythology in terms of the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
The way you just covered your mouth, as if I'm gonna discreetly blow out.
It's really cold in here.
It's really cold. Yeah.
It's really cold. It's you can see my breath. It's so cold. All right. I disagree with you a little bit.
How so?
This world, you said is beautiful. It's a little annoying because it gives in complete CGI, like you can easily tell, and for good reason. He's in the dream, right? I mean, it's not like it's supposed to be real most of the time. So I'm not mad at that, but it's like when you do see the images, it's unlike like Game of Thrones or like which does a good job of using CGI in a manner that doesn't really look like you can't really tell. Like Andor was cute. Like Andor was picture perfect. Like I didn't even it's like wow, this is Coruscant. Okay, dope. But this is like Dream World, and a lot of times I get lost in like, okay, who the fuck is what? All right, like, can we do this? Can we not? Let's not go into season 3 or 2. Can we just stick with season? Can we talk about what happened in season 1 first? Can we just do that real quick, and then let's wrap. Let's make this the last thing.
Okay.
What the fuck really happened? Okay, so let me try to recap season 1. All right, so the Endless, all right, as we know him, is a group of folks, right? A group of immortals, right? They're siblings, and they all, I guess, he was married to this chick, and then something's gonna happen. He has to kill this girl, right? He has to kill this little black girl who is, I think, what was her name?
If you're talking about going back to season 1, I honestly have no recollection.
Okay. All right.
Recollection of season 1 because it was so long ago. Like I told you, that's hard. They do this to us, but it's very hard to remember everything that happened a season ago when the season ago is like 2-3 years.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, basically, if I try to jump your memory, there was a little girl. I can't remember her name. Somebody Google it and tell me what the young black girl's name was in season 1. But she was a god of sorts. But she had to die, and his job was to kill her, right? And so the whole movie, the whole season she's trying to hunt her down, and so he created this demon or this character who had teeth for eyes, right, and wore sunglasses all the time. You remember that? Is this jogging your memory a little bit?
No.
And that dude was trying to find the girl too, and he found her and was like, "Yo, look, I'm on your side because old boy's trying to come kill you." And she's like, "Oh, well, I don't want that." And so he's on his side, but he's really the villain. But the real hero is the one who's trying to kill her. You know, it's such a weird, like, go back and watch season 1. Maybe this ain't the right time to do it, but
I probably won't.
I was like, all right, what the fuck? And so at the very end, you know what? You should have seen it already, so it's weird to spoil.
I did. Yeah. It's not a spoiler.
At the end of the season, she he goes to kill her, right? And instead of him killing her, like her great grandma shows up, and she's like, "No, kill me, because it's the DNA she needs." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then everybody's happy. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, nigga, you was chasing her the whole season." You know what I'm saying? Like, you was seconds away from killing her. I'm like, what? You know? And so it's a weird, confusing version of this comic, but visually, I agree with you. It's good to look at, even though I don't think it's so beautiful because it's all CGI. It's kind of cool to see them.
Well, I mean, some people value vivid colors, and
fair.
So
kind of like the where did Black Panther go again when to the Astro Astro like shit like that. I mean, we know it's CGI, but it looks really dope. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But yeah, that's ultimately. So when I start watching this, and then I also watched the movie. There's like a movie that the season 1 episode 11, and it's like 1,000 cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit, which is an animated thing, which
I saw that.
It was a little annoying, if I could be honest. I mean, it was cool, but it's like, hey, come on, come through, Harmony. All right, come through. Click, boom. But I don't know. I'm watching the first episode, and it's very family based, and we're all, and I can't, and they think they're gonna get away with putting him from Powerpuff Girls in this shit, and don't think that we don't know that that's him. Like, you know damn well that's him, bro. Like, this is him. It's him. You know what I'm talking about? Remember him? Remember the Powerpuff? Hi, girls. Oh no, it's him. Like, that character is completely based on. Remember, he tried to kill the Powerpuff Girls by giving them too much candy. And it was like, why are you giving them candy? They love candy. He's like, why kill them quickly when I can torture them over time with tooth decay? It's like, yo, come on, bro. That's him. Come on, I know him when I see him. Come on, him. He got the boots and the tail and shit. That's him from Powerpuff Girls. You ain't gonna tell me shit. I see what you did. Whoever did this, you owe Nickelodeon some money. All right, and stay still, screen. You owe Nickelodeon some money. All right, because you gonna go and just take him from the Powerpuff Girls and think we don't see what the fuck you doing. Oh, where the fuck the royalty checks at, bro? Because who's next? Blossom, Buttercup? What you about to Sugar Spice? We see what you doing. You ain't slick. We want the check. We coming through. I wasn't like I wasn't on Nick game, but that wasn't my generation. It is what it is. But anyway, all right. I guess it don't even sound like, because at first when you was telling me about it, like you was hot on it. It sounded like you went cold on it.
Well, it's not that I went cold on it. I just, like, you went into season 1, and I don't remember season 1. Like, season 2, like I said, I think season 1 seemed just what you just said. Like, it seemed cluttered. So I wasn't, when you sit there and you describe season 1, I don't remember any of that shit, honestly. And I'm glad, because this season 2 doesn't seem like it follows anything to have to do with season 1. Season 2 is more about, him rebuilding his kingdom. Also, hell is being vacated. And so, yeah, hell's being vacated. Like, yeah, it sounds crazy.
Wait, newsflash, people want to leave hell.
We can
Yeah,
leave.
well,
And we
yeah,
can right now going, what?
Oh,
nah, like,
yeah.
yeah, like, yeah.
How you get vacated to the point that how you
Well,
so
well,
bad
well,
that
when the
they
warden,
don't even want
look,
you in hell?
put it like this. Put it like this. When the warden quits, and fires everybody, who's gonna keep the prisoners? The prisoners are like, well, I guess we don't have to stay here. So yeah, in essence, yes. So that's season 2 is goes into that, and therein by everyone is vying for the new job opening of Hell's gatekeeper, and being the person who runs Hell. So that's where all the deities come in. Now you have all of these different gods vying for that opportunity to become the head of Hell.
It's giving
And
supernatural. If I could be honest,
as it should, because all things in this universe are supernatural. So,
maybe an actual show where the dude end up being like the king of hell. Like they started making all these hierarchies. If you watch Supernatural,
yes,
you know what I'm talking about, Dave,
yes,
Sam, Dave.
yes. It's like this. When you first described the show, you were like, "There's a group called the Endless. They're immortal. But what they also are, or are a manifestation of, say, destiny, death, dream, delirium, destruction, desire. And so these are all different things. And then you have traditional Norse gods. Like I said, you get Odin, you get Loki, you get Thor.
And they don't have just God. They don't have
yes,
God.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And God is a whole thing. God is a God. God resides in heaven. God has angels. And yes, Lucifer was an angel. And yes, they listen.
I like how they did Lucifer in this.
Yes, and
let's not confuse Lucifer with like Lucifer. All right, the fallen angel.
Yes,
Lucifer, loose,
yes.
loose meaning light, is depicted as such in this. It's not just devil horns. Lucifer was an angel. Let's not forget, one of the most beautiful angels. All right, in heaven. All right, until he was like, "Yo, why are we listening to this God dude?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Who was this guy? You know, like it was like, I don't think I want you up here like that. I mean, but who is you though? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Fuck you. Go down and rule your own kingdom. You know, take some of my people with you if you want. In fact, I'm gonna give you free reign to do whatever the fuck you want with my people. I'm sorry, I'm going off. I'm a preacher's kid, so these things have different things.
He can't help it. He can't help it.
I was about to leave.
It's in him. It's in him. He can't help himself, man. But yes, they all of those components exist in this storyline, but it doesn't feel as congested as it did in season 1. Like with season 2, I was able to follow along with the story. Like it is a love story absent of a partner, if that makes sense. So and if it doesn't, then you should watch the show and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But yes, it is a love story absent a partner. And so in any love story that's absent a partner, you're looking for love in all the wrong places, right? You don't even know what love is, but you're trying to project it onto something. And so that is definitely something that you'll follow if you decide to watch this story unfold. Like I said, we are mid-season. There has been loss, there has been heartbreak, there has been retribution. There has been, there's a lot of different things that are going on. I still love the fact that they name this black woman, Queen Nada, first of what is it? First of the people, first people.
First nation or something like first.
No, they call her first people.
Yeah, the
first people or something. The first queen of the first people, and this is a beautiful black woman that Dream obsesses over. We'll say that he just obsesses over this woman.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, he do got a thing for them girl. Yeah. Let's finish watching it. We check it back with it next week. Let's get out of here with this as we started the show. I can't. What do you want me to do? Okay. We started the show with Superman. Let's end the show with Superman. As we said before, the Superman did just release, and this is the most recent, iteration of Superman, but definitely not the first. And I figured we probably had some opinions on some of the past iterations of Superman. So I thought it'd be fun for us to chat on the Superman that we've seen and rate them on, I don't know, 1 to 10. I don't think we're going to agree on that, but just on the basis of what we think. So let me do this with you, Ty. Let me do it like this because we got a few different versions and chime on in comments. All right, and my battery, full disclosure, is on like 6%, and this nigga's outlet is too far from my phone cord to reach, so I can't plug it in. So we got 8% left time. to get it. Yeah, see this my charger, and I don't got nowhere to charge it to plug it in. Yeah, this right here. I do not know that. Oh, damn. Is that what that is?
That's a lot of plugs right there.
I didn't see it. All right, my bad. Well, maybe I have more time, but we both got shit to do. So, Ty, I know you are big on the Lois and Clark Superman. So this is how I'm gonna do it. One got to go. I'm gonna give you a choice. All right. So let's start with Tyler Hoechlin. Do you keep Tyler Hoechlin or Christopher Reeves?
Christopher Reeves.
All right. Do you take Tyler Hoechlin or Henry Cavill?
No. If one's got to go, then it would be
okay. So Christopher Reeves. So Christopher Reeves or Henry Cavill?
Christopher Reeves.
Okay, Christopher Reeves or Smallville, Tom Welling. Tom Welling.
Smallville, Tom Welling.
You take Tom Welling or damn, what's this dude's name again? I forgot his name already. The newest Superman. David Corn Sweet. David Corn Sweet.
Tom Wellings.
Okay, Tom Wellings or Henry Cavill.
Tom Welling.
So Tom Welling is your guy.
I'm gonna first of all,
Tom Welling or Dean Clark.
Tom Welling. Listen, it doesn't. Tom Wellings will be the answer. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why though. Smallville, the series, was the longest Superman series that ever ran on television.
Amen.
We had an opportunity to watch Clark grow from, a boy to a man. We got to experience all of his friends. We got to experience his relationships. We got to see everything that you could imagine you would want to see a Superman go through. Yeah. I don't know anyone who's watched the entire Smallville series and could tell you and wouldn't tell you the same thing that I'm telling you. There's nobody who's going to pick anybody over Tom in regards to that. Now, best on-screen Superman is still Christopher Reeves. Best ever on-screen Superman is Christopher Reeves. But best version of Superman is it's not even close. Tom Wellings has that easily. Easily.
Wow. Okay. All right. Damn.
Easy. That was easy work. Give me something tough, man. I thought that was something tough. That's easy work.
I didn't expect. All right. Well, I gotta agree. You agree?
I agree.
I agree with him too.
Smallville Superman was the best written Superman that they done put out.
Yep.
Smallville Superman was the best written Superman. I mean, it was the longest standing Superman. I think it had the most episodes, and it did. Shall we say it launched the CW superhero phase where we?
There's no question it. I mean, they literally did a back. Yo, it's so crazy because I think Tom Wellings was on this most recent Lois and Clark on the first season. I think he came in for like one or two shows, and so it was like them giving props back to who came from a television series aspect. But yeah, I stand by what I said 100%. Tom Wellings is the best version that we ever got in Smallville's show. And Lex might have been, that version of Lex might have been, that Lex off Smallville might have been that nigga too. Yes, man, yes. Oh, he killed it. That Lex was man. That Lex did it the right way, man. He went all kind. He befriended him, stabbed him, all of that. But yeah. And when it comes to movies, Christopher Reeves was the best on-screen Superman. Like the little Michael Jackson curl. You can't rock me out, man. You can't mess with Christopher Reeves, man. Ain't nobody rocking with Christopher Reeves.
I honestly did expect you to agree with me, because I had fully fallen into the notion that it was your boy, Henry Cavill. Like I have been fully taken into the fully. I mean, and as you look, like Henry Cavill so embodied the whole role. Now, here's where Henry Cavill lost, however, though, in this role. Henry Cavill is a way better Superman than he is a Clark Kent, which kind of makes him more of a one-dimensional character, because this character that we saw in the Superman recently was very, very rooted in his Clark Kent. When he was talking in his interview with Lois, like that was, like that whole relationship between him and Lois and him like keeping it a secret, like that's new. That's Superman with swag. Like Clark Kent that we knew with Christopher Reeves wouldn't be able to hold his feeling. Like he was always acting so like much like a buffoon and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Until he finally
as Clark. No, as Clark.
He was
as Clark. Yes, as Clark. Again, Christopher Reeves was definitely. Yeah,
Christopher Reeves did such a good job of selling himself as Clark that you believed him as Clark and Superman. You don't have that same thing with Henry Cavill. That's his only real flaw, in my opinion, is that Henry Cavill cannot put on a suit and not look like Superman with glasses. Like he bulges through his suits and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't be diverse like that, in my opinion. But I still stand by Man of Steel being the best, even better than this most recent joint. So that's me. But let me do this with you. So let's go ahead and go down the list of Superman. Say what?
So what are we doing? Best Superman and best Clark?
No. Best Superman projects. All right. Best Superman projects. Okay. So we'll start with your baby, Smallville, because I got a feeling Smallville is gonna end up the winner of this. So Smallville
It's not fair.
Okay, so only movies then. Fair.
Oh, okay.
Because if we take we can't.
Well, Smallville, it's you just can't. Nah, but you get
Smallville. It was on air too long.
It was way far too much.
Man, where's the thing? It's about to die.
It's really right here. You don't see all those plugs?
No, I don't see nothing. It's not USB.
Way to plug them.
Yo, I'm with you, Harmony. Superman and Lois. Yes. The new iteration with Tyler Hoechlin, or I don't know if I said his name the right way, but yes, I love that series on Max. It actually touched. It gave you more versions of Superman, because you got his sons, you got Henry Irons, you got his daughter, you got So there was, and you got Bizarro, you got Doomsday. They gave you everything. I mean, they even gave you Superman's brother. So there was a lot to unpack on the Superman series. I definitely enjoyed it. Finished all of the seasons. But yeah, Smallville was just a whole vibe. It took over. I remember just waiting. I remember being that guy that waited up to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Each week. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just don't see a better written Superman storyline than that. I do enjoy the Superman and Lois series though, but it is definitely high on the list. But
okay, so let's get out of that then, because the series is only a handful of series. You got Lois and Clark,
Superman and Lois, Smallville,
and I think maybe we definitely not going down the animated road. So let's just stick with the movies for now. All
okay,
right?
that's fair.
So Superman 1 or Superman 2?
Superman 1 for sure.
Superman 1 over sure. Superman 2. Okay,
that's the origin story.
Superman 2 or Superman 3? Superman 3 had Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Yeah, that's Richard Pryor. It's still going to be Superman 1 for me. Superman 1 was the best. That was the best.
Okay, so all right.
Still Superman 1.
Superman 1, Superman 4.
Superman 1 easily. Come on, man. Superman 4 was a joke.
Oh, you lost me there. You lost me. Sandman was the shit. Superman 4.
Superman 4.
They flew to the moon, my nigga. They flew to the moon. He took his girlfriend to the moon. No oxygen and all that. They had a fight on the moon.
Wow. Then you're not serious, man. You serious?
This Superman 4 freaked me out as a kid, man. The dude, he was so and the sun. This is the one where Superman moved the planet.
I know.
So he can
I know.
Yeah. I don't know which one is more outlandish, him moving the planet or the moon or whatever it was he moved, or him going around the earth backwards a whole bunch of times so he could save Lois because he couldn't decide between saving Lois or the kids on the bus at the same time. That was, I believe, Superman 2. No. Yeah, it was 2 because he was.
All right,
so Zod.
So Superman, yeah. Listen, Superman 4 was the worst out of all the Superman. It was the worst out of all the Superman. Superman 4 was the worst out of all the Supermans. I don't know what you're on, but Superman 1. Yeah, Superman 1 was the best Superman. It was the origin story. It was the first time you see a baby Superman pick up a fucking car.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get to see this, like everything. Like this dude is throwing baseball on his face. Cool. Yeah. Like I'm saying, like go. Like man, like Superman 1 is always gonna go down in the history. I mean, this is the first time you get to see Clark. You get to see Clark in his new position at the Daily Planet. Like it was so many things, man. But yeah, man, Superman 1 was definitely the best. Superman 4 was the worst. Superman 2 was cool. Superman 3 was alright.
You say cool? Yo, come on, man. You cannot disrespect the lords of the Phantom Zone like that. All three, when they introduced Zod to us, and that was a good Superman 2 was a good follow up. You got to give it.
Listen. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was bad. I said it was cool.
But it was better than cool.
Like, maybe
Superman 2 was good, man. Zod was good. Kneel before Zod.
Listen. I get it. I understand your passion. It doesn't change the fact that Superman 1 was the best Superman out of all the Superman. Superman 2 introduced, the three Kryptonians that came to one of which couldn't even talk. Um I get it. I get why you would say that. That's the one where Superman loses his powers temporarily and becomes a human being and goes and gets beat up, and everything like that. And that's cool. That's cool too. Superman 1 is still the best.
Damn. All right. There was a Superman 5 though, but I can't remember it. I think there might have been a Superman 5 when he got drunk.
Nah, there was no there was no
Superman 5. All right, so now we moving over. Okay, so Superman 4 versus, I guess we can't really say Batman versus Superman. Okay, versus man. Nah. All right, Superman 4 over Superman Returns. Bryan Singer.
Why are we doing this? Why are we going bad and bad? What? How do you take a good movie? All right.
Just say Superman 1. I'm sorry. My bad. Superman 1. My bad. Did I say Superman 4? I meant to say 1.
Superman 1 again. Okay, yeah. Superman 1. Superman 1.
Okay, so Superman 1 or Man of Steel.
Superman 1.
Superman 1 or Justice League.
Oh. Superman 1. Superman 1. I thoroughly enjoyed Justice League though. I thoroughly enjoyed Justice League. It's just I'm gonna give Superman 1 because Justice League was far too long of a movie. That movie did not need to be that goddamn long. And yeah, that's once you and it's unfortunate, but once you make a movie 3.5+ hours, you can't go remake the movie and make it longer than no one ever do this before. You just can't do that. Can't do it. Just can't do it. That's a rule. It's a rule I made up just now. It's a rule.
All right. Well, I guess it's no even point of saying Superman 1 or this most recent Superman, because if you don't take it over Man of Steel, there's no way you take it over this most recent iteration. Am I copy?
All right.
My Wi-Fi is slowing down.
Nah, so I would put this most recent iteration of Superman above Man of Steel. It would contend with Superman 1 because of the aspects of this Superman that are not in Superman 1, which is more heroes. But Christopher Reeve, man, like I don't think, if you've never seen Christopher Reeve's Superman, I would say go back and watch Christopher Reeve's Superman. It was for its time and the way it was put together, all the way down to Jonathan and Martha Kent and Lois. Being Lois's driven, quirky self. Yeah, I think, man, Superman 1. Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, my man as Otis and Eve, like it, yeah, man. Superman 1. I still feel like
Superman 1. Are you? When's the last time you saw the Superman original movies?
Oh, it's been a while. I'm not going to sit here and say.
Like, do you remember the fight scenes?
Oh, so are we talking about? Yes, I remember the fight scenes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
I mean,
I think
he didn't really have too many fight scenes in Superman 1. Just so we're very clear. Like he didn't there was it wasn't really too many fight scenes. I mean, he wasn't fighting against superhuman people in Superman 1.
Okay.
So it wasn't so my like that's not what made Superman 1 so good was the fight scenes. It wasn't. It was this mild mannered, geeky dude who, when he took off his glasses, he just metamorphosized into this very confident, very just assertive dude. Like that. Listen, there's no like when it comes to transformations. Like, and when I say transformations, I just mean taking off the glasses and becoming Superman as opposed to being Clark Kent. I've never seen a better transition from Clark Kent to Superman than what I saw Christopher Reeves do when he took off those glasses. Whenever he took off those glasses, it's like he literally morphed into this totally different dude. And I think that just speaks to how well he played the role of Superman and Clark Kent. Because like whenever I saw old boy take off his glasses and become or put the glasses on and become Clark Kent, I wasn't like, you know what I mean? Yeah, his hair was a little ruffled. And like that was like, oh yeah, when he's not Superman, his hair is ruffled and curly. But as soon as he becomes Superman, it becomes straight and tapered. So I was like, okay. But like that's the way the difference between Clark Kent and Superman. But on screen in Superman 1 and Superman 2 and Superman 3, when he proposes to or is about to propose to Lois and takes off the glass. Even in those moments when he's standing there like right behind her and she doesn't even look at him and he takes the glasses off, you just see he just becomes Superman. Like the nigga takes the glasses off, you're like, it's him. I didn't know. So, like the glasses are really working. Like it's like that. Like they spoke about it in this version of Superman, talking about because Guy said it. He's like, yo, did he do the glimmer thing? Did you know about the glimmer thing? Like, yo, like when he puts the glasses on, like his face looks like a whole different. Like it's like, all right, cool. But in Superman 1, like this dude had the acting chops to pull it off to where you knew when this dude was Superman and when this dude was Clark Kent. Ruffled hair is not the reason we know, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's always gonna. I'm definitely gonna always pay respect to the GOAT. This man died, as my Superman, and he'll always be my Superman.
Oh, that was sweet, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, man.
Mati brought up a good question. And Fernando, I was talking about I said Superman. I was talking about the earlier movies. I was really thinking in my mind about when he fought the Sandman dude, and that was I thought was real cheesy.
It was terrible.
That's all I was trying to say.
That was It was looking back in retrospect.
But Mati brings up a good point, and this is something that I thought as well. What did they do with the Superman logo? It was a little different. It's normally like a clear-cut S. That's one thing that I did really like about the new Superman that Henry Cavill was that it was I like how they gave it like a background. They gave it like he's like, this isn't an S. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you mean it's an S? He's like, no, that's not what this is. Like they gave this whole thing like canon and lore and made it less of a symbol with an S on it and more like, no, this is some Kryptonian shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this means, what did he say it mean? Peace or love or some shit? I
thought it was House of El. It was the insignia of the house that he was from.
So that I like. This hasn't been explained yet, but yeah, you got a good point, Mati. There is. And I don't know if somebody has any info on it. Please put me down. because I don't know why they did the new joint. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. Oh, actually, no. What I'm talking about, I got it right here. Oh yeah, we can do it right here. So yeah, this is the newer, I guess, Superman. Now you can't really see it there, all right, because they kind of cover it up.
They covered it up, yeah. Covering it up. They covering it up and everything, yeah.
Like idiot. All right, here. There you go.
Covered it up again. No, they're all covered. Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. You see what they doing it on purpose. Like you see on the other ones, they're showing it out right. All of the other ones is like, look at this. And oddly enough, in this one, he's folding his arms and always,
to cover up the bottom. Cover up the bottom. Yeah.
Fascinating.
I mean, apparently that actor likes to cover up the bottom. Likes to cover up the bottom. He's got the underwear, that you hate so much. He likes to cover the bottom.
Well, let me call that a callback in the end. But yeah, there it is. It is kind of like an S, but it's kind of like a backwards Z. It's like a Zorro type thing. Really small,
that's different.
Or it's now.
That's different. That's different.
That is something.
That is, I guess, the level of innovation that we're gonna get. I mean, there's a callback to the classic, but a feel of the new. So here's the new emblem. We'll call back the original colors, the red and the blue tights. But this is going to be our Superman. Our version of Superman rocks a Z. I don't know what's going on, like a backwards Z. I don't know what's happening right now. But yeah, that's just really weird. I mean, they not only that, they cut off. You notice they cut off the top part of the S too. Like, you know how the S.
Yeah.
They cut that part off too. So they cut the top part off, and then cut the bottom part. I don't know, man. I guess they ran out of material.
Hey, this is James Gunn's baby, man. He wanted to carve his own logo, and I mean, hey, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if it does justice to Superman, but it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Let me see. You didn't know shit. The costume is more old school, easy for peeps, and maybe that was the point. Maybe some of the point of this, as we start to wrap, is to bring the old school folks like yourself, as you stated that Superman 1 now is the best of Superman movies of all time, and some of the new school folks together through some of these subtleties, such as having the underwear over the pants and such as having the bright red costume. Because it did go from the bright red, because I mean, I think they fought really hard to change the image into something a little bit more modern, and so it's an interesting transition. That's right, Monty. Superman is who it is. The red underwear is given. Okay.
These are little pockets. Little pockets in the underwear. Harmony, what do you put in the pockets of underwear? What goes in there? What goes in those pockets? The pockets of underwear. You keep your wallet in the pockets of your underwear. I just want to know, do I put my keys? Do I put my keys in the pockets of my underwear? I want to know what goes in the pockets of those underwear. I put my gum next to my pee-pee. I'm just curious. What's going in those pockets, man? Like, I don't know if I trust those pockets. I don't trust them. Don't trust the pockets.
Yeah, right. It's a little weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let that one slide. Well, all right. We'll end on this.
Chapstick.
It's been a good episode. Thanks all for pulling up. I did. Yo, am I frozen?
Yeah, you are.
Am I frozen?
You are froze. You are froze.
Oh man, well, that's definitely a sign. That's definitely a
All
sign
right.
to get to see.
You're just
Don't
moving
trust
in.
other people.
You're just moving in slower time. That's all. You're starting to move. Your movement's coming back. All right, you're back. You're back. You're just just a little yeah. Yeah.
Aim dash.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess that takes this last thing I was going to do out the way, which probably is going to cause more problems.
What was that? What was the last?
I was gonna say, if you haven't already, make sure you follow our Instagram. Hit the Instagram page and do us a favor, participate in our polls.
Yes.
Because we have polls going on and we like to hear what people are in tune to. As an example, I froze again, didn't I? I feel like I'm talking.
I mean, you're talking in slow motion, but let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's go.
All right, wrap it up, goddamn. All right, I'm sorry, I'm still conscious about these things. So we asked in a poll recently, one of these characters has to go, and this probably was a little harsh for some folks, but one of these characters has to go. I want to ask you, Ty, which one do you think out of the poll, which had, I think, 1,400 responses, which one do you think is the one that they voted to go?
Oh, that they voted to go. Man. Internet. The internet. Wow. Let me see. If I was the internet, I would probably say
let me do this real quick. While you think about it, let me do this for the listeners, because sometimes I forget, and I've been getting messages about those listening to the podcast on Spotify who don't have the visual. I put up, and I just realized I did this the whole show, so my apologies. I didn't tell y'all what visuals was coming up. I've got a picture of Black Panther, a picture of Storm, a picture of Miles Morales, and a picture of Static on the screen, and one of them must go forever. All right, for the threat of mankind. Either all Black people on Earth die, or you choose one of these and they have to go forever. They don't necessarily die, but they just go, whatever that means. All right, and I asked Ty. So what do you think when the question was posed to the internets and the 1,400 responses we had? What do you think was the ultimate one to go?
I think if I were the internet would vote probably for Static Shock.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right. Well, sir, if you said Static Shock, would be right. And I don't understand it. Why? Why is that? why they vote?
Well, I mean, you have to, first of all, you have to know who the internet is. And what the motivations are behind the internet. Wow. So I only vote. I didn't vote for me. I voted for the internet.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe that based off of the internet, Static Shock is not a relevant nor a loved comic book hero or TV show hero or so on and so forth. We've seen Black Panther movies recently. We've seen Miles Morales movies recently. So thereby, the internet is not going to hate on those two because they are relevant. Storm, we just saw in X-Men 97 get a revamp. And so again, she's relevant. But guess who we haven't seen recently? Static Shock. We haven't seen him get any recent television shows, any recent upgrades into live action. We haven't seen anything. We've just heard that they may be doing some stuff. Well, guess who else? Guess who else we've heard that they may be doing some stuff? Blade! We've been hearing it for a long, long time, and nothing's happened. So I think by those metrics, I would say that's why the internet chose Static Shock. Plus, a lot of the people on the internet just hate people, so they probably hate
I'm not
Static
gonna
Shock.
lie. All right, and there are some strange comments in the chat. I mean, not the chat, but in this post that I thought were eye opening, and it opened my eyes to something that we have to talk about in the future, which is did Marvel miss their window of opportunity with Miles Morales already? Because the people I think are already starting to turn against Miles Morales as it pertains to his culture not being one that's predominantly black. This was the result, as you see, and yeah, it wasn't even like. Of course, they like Black Panther. Shut the fuck up, Storm. Get the fuck out of here. It was close between the two youngsters, and I'm shocked that Miles got as much. But I guess between Black Panther, these are the classics. So yeah, but the point was when I originally started saying this was for you guys to make sure you follow us on the Instagram so you too can see these types of posts. And if you haven't already participated, go ahead and jump on that one too. And we'll be having more and more of these as we continue on this journey. Shout out to each and every last one of y'all that was with us from the jump, even before we started, before the Wi-Fi started acting crazy. Shout out to Yaz for pulling up as well, and the homie Solo for letting me use his house. And for his son here too, man, who been kicking it. That's the homie, man. We just brought me some Burger King, so we're gonna have some fun with that. And Ty, did you have anything you want to say before we go ahead and get on up out of here?
Nah, I just want to thank everybody in the comment section. As usual, y'all have been on fuego, and we want y'all to continue to have that same energy each and every week. So if you could, on your way out, before you leave, hit that like, that subscribe, and that share button so more people can come and sit with us and enjoy the show each and every week. And until next week, we will see you again.
Yes, that is correct. So pull on up and let me do this as choppy as I possibly can. Be your authentic self. As always, if you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. Right now, I am authentically choppy. I'm self-conscious. I can't not notice it. We end this shit ASAP. But continue to be yourself. If you ain't, you being fake. And in all things, if you're a geek, go ahead and let that geek flag fly.
This is one of the greatest.